It's the Bob and Tom Show. Okay, here we go. Fish and worms, fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the garden, turn over a rock, slip them in your sandwich, put them in your sock. That's fish and worms, fish and worms. Well, my big sister, she don't like my fish and worms. Big ones, little ones, they scare her to death. She was making chocolate shake, I dropped a couple in the blender. Now she's sitting around with bated breath from eating fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Do your English homework. Underline a word. Circle direct object and transitive verb with the fish and worm. Fish and worm. Wrap them around a corkscrew. Twist them in some twine. Take them to the health spa so they can unwind. That's fish and worm. Fish and worm. Fish and worm. Well, I like doing everything you can think about the fish and worms. Cushy ones. The ones that wiggle and squish. There's only one thing I don't like doing with fish and worms. And that is, of course, to catch fish. I hate them fish and worms. Fish and worms. Everybody's wishing they had fish and worms. Find them in the backyard, underneath some leaves. Make them little dresses. Just leave off the sleeves. That's fish and worms. 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 Leave off the sleeves of fish, you see.
Listen to me laughing like a little maniac.
It's a fun song.
Goodness gracious. Hello, welcome. Good morning. Ladies, it's the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin under the weather. And it has been a while since he missed a day.
Yeah, we were on a streak.
Got to change the song.
Under the weather or new lottery winner?
Oh.
No, that would be.
I loaded up on tickets. Do we have a winner?
I don't know.
Powerball, did they draw last night? They did not have a winner last night.
One of them did. Yeah.
Powerball did not.
Wow.
Hello, Ace. Hey. That's Josh Arnold.
Well, I was hoping good things for Pat.
I know. I'm Chick. Here's Tom.
That'd be interesting if he won the lottery.
Oh, he'd be dead in 2 days.
Oh, yeah.
I'd give him 35 days. 35 days.
And broke.
Yeah, no. That's the thing, Christy.
It would be
Christy,
so tragic.
yeah, he'd be one of those, those things you see on TV. He won the lottery. He invested in a restaurant. His friends ate for free, and $3 million in 6 months.
Yeah, God bless him.
Oh, well. I think
don't
I think it's up to $865 million.
It's time
for Wednesday's drawing.
It's time for old man talk.
Yeah.
Don't you remember when you started working, Tom? I made $95 a week was my first radio job. $95 a week, and I got raised second week to $125
for me.
Whoa, that's great.
We were getting paid hourly until they realized we could work a 70-hour week with a salary and make even less than $3 an hour. Yeah.
Well, I told you that crazy story. I worked for that woman somewhere in Ohio that I can't say anymore. That she kept track. She paid people for 40 hours, and if you didn't work 40 hours, she kept track of how many hours you owed her.
Oh.
And I left owing her, I don't know, 70 hours.
You and I had the exact same experience. Yep. We would get paid, Josh, on Fridays.
Right.
And Johnny, our boss, I won't say his last name, although it's the same as a famous beer, and it's not Budweiser.
Johnny Pabst.
Johnny was living the high life. He would bring the checks in, and then it was, if you were on the air, you were screwed because you couldn't run to the bank to cash it, so then it would...
Bounce.
It wouldn't. Yeah. So it was. That was fun. But alas, those were good days. I remember I used to eat a lot of. There was a local chicken place. Mm-hmm. Not one of the major franchises. Mm-hmm. Let's just say it was called Pappy Dick's, which is
Pappy Dick's Chicken.
Well, Pappy Dick was the famous Sunday morning cartoon.
Cappy Dick.
Oh, Cappy Dick. So sorry. Dick, yeah, let's just go. It was Pappy Dick's Chicken.
Yeah.
Well, I like Pappy Dick Chicken.
We had these half-off coupons, that we were supposed to be giving away in the air. And after a while, the folks at Pappy Dick's realized, wait a second, these guys are coming in constantly eating our chicken. And by
I
the way,
did that with something.
That chicken was delicious.
I bet it was.
Was it fried chicken?
Yeah, it was great.
Man,
There's something about fried chicken. It's pretty hard to ruin it.
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Is there something like when I was poor, real poor? I eat budding ham all the time. You remember
Oh, yeah,
that?
I like budding
In
ham.
the
Oh,
little,
the
in the
Carl
packet?
Buddig? Yeah.
Yes, Buddig.
sure.
And it was like 49 cents for
Sure.
10 of them or something.
My mom would never let us have a full, like, we
A
could
full
only
pack?
put 1 or 2 slices
Yeah.
on
And they're
this.
like-
this is
Yeah.
ridiculous, Mom. It's like tissue paper.
It is
Yes.
like tissue paper. On toast. I would
And
toast white bread and eat that.
Underwood tuna salad and chicken salad, man. Then those little,
Oh, in little cans?
little cans.
And they had paper around
and
them?
they wrapped them in paper
Yes.
for some
They
reason.
did?
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about.
Yeah, I remember that ham. You could hold it up to the light, and
Yep.
it,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
it was translucent.
Uh-huh.
The only thing thinner, apparently, is the toilet paper at the airport. If you've ever used that.
Is that right?
Yeah, they have a nail clipper, and so you can get the poop from under your nails after you've used it.
Oh,
There
I
we
still
go.
have that ham. I see it every once in a while and reminisce.
they have
I'm like,
corned beef
"Oh."
was our favorite when
Yeah.
we were growing up. The Carl Buddig corned beef.
Don't they
Always
make some
with
sort
ham.
of hors d'oeuvre presentation for some sort of coup d'etat board? What do they call those?
A charcuterie
yeah.
board?
Coup d'etat board. Coup d'etat board is where you keep score about the dictators you've thrown out.
I told you.
Shot.
You chop up that meat and you put it in cream cheese.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
Cheese
sure.
ball.
Scallion.
And cheese ball, yeah.
Boo.
Cheese
So
ball.
awful.
You hate cheese balls?
Yeah. I also hate.
You're not an American.
I also hate cream chip beef on toast.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Oh, that tasted like vomit.
I had a beef Manhattan a couple weeks ago.
Well, that's different.
That is bigger than my head.
Oh, my
it
gosh.
was amazing. Mashed
right.
potatoes and gravy.
How do you feel about charcuterie boards? My girlfriend calls them coochie boards.
Well, if your girlfriend knows, a coochie is a slang term for
Let
the
me tell you
JJ,
something.
Christy.
Next time your
No.
girlfriend has a coochie board, you call Chick, okay? You know what I mean?
You like to eat on that, do you?
I might pull up a chair and eat that coochie.
From Patui Industries.
Damn right.
It's the coochie board. I think the charcuterie boards, lately I've been to several events and they get them from nice fancy places.
Right.
It seems to me there are certain components of those that nobody touches.
Well, and I made one over the weekend. That's why I asked. And the cheese that I bought, because I'm lazy, there were 4 different colors of, there 4 white cheeses in there. And I couldn't tell people, what is that? It's, there was a Gouda and there was an Asiago and there's no way to really.
I used to drive an Asiago. I had the 4-door. That was a hell of a car.
There's no way to really mark them very well.
I've
so
seen people take
know.
like an olive and then a toothpick with a little flag on it, and they write on the little flag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a good
They
idea.
put it by the.
That's
that
a
kind
good
of thing.
idea.
There's
Thank you.
but
Where were you
still,
Saturday?
just 3/4 of them will get untouched. And
Yeah, because
Oh,
you don't know what it is.
someone goes, which one tastes like ranch dressing? Okay, I'll have that one.
Wasn't
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat it.
One of the people on Shark Tank, didn't they present mass production of charcuterie boards?
Yeah, they're doing real well.
Remember
Ordering.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've ordered them. They're a great gift to send.
They ship them right to your house.
Yep.
It's already made charcuterie.
And they
Yes.
are premium.
Unwrap
items.
them.
They're
Boom.
very
I know
nice.
Josh will agree with me. There's a fancy place I haven't been to for a couple of years, but they have a like a mini cheese thing you can get as an appetizer. It's got 4 or 5 cheeses on it, and of course it's always incredibly pretentious. No one's ever heard of them. And the waiter looks down his nose. Well, of course, and one of them literally smells like puppy poop.
Oh,
And it's completely
Stop it.
inedible. No, it was
Stop it.
no. You could not eat it.
Well, and then there's the etiquette of eating off of a charcuterie board because you got all these people eating off one board that's just happened over the weekend. And, do you put your knife into the I don't know. It's just I'm
double dip?
I'm very intimidated by it, I guess is what I'm
It
saying.
might be a double dip problem.
I say
Yeah.
you take the board, pick it up, walk over to a table, get a knife and fork, tuck your napkin in your shirt. And say,
Attaboy.
it's mine. Back off, losers.
Aren't you glad you invited me?
Oh, now we
Get
missed
out of the
something.
way. I can't see the TV.
We missed something. We
What'd
always
we miss?
we always do. Usually Ace will come in and go, hey, yesterday was free pizza day or something.
What was yesterday?
Saturday, I just found this out, was National Puppy Day.
Oh,
So
did you get a puppy?
no,
Get
I've
it-
got-
that's what you need. Maybe your girls could have an. Oh, they can't hear me. Damn it.
right now I have 3 dogs.
You're dogged
I
up?
was out in the rain.
I thought you only had 2.
I'm
Babysitting.
babysitting for 6 months, a gigantic sweet dog, but I have 3 giant white dogs, so I'm always covered in dog. Anyway, National Puppy Day was Saturday.
Oh.
By the way, this is National Carpet Cleaning Week, coincidentally, if you have a new puppy.
I don't think I have a piece of carpet in my home.
I was just getting ready to say I don't either anymore.
I think I have very nice area rugs.
Yes. Do
Me
you have the
3.
kind you can wash?
I'm an area rug
As a
man.
dog person.
I do
Ruggables?
not. I try. No,
I have no wall-to-wall carpeting either.
I don't
Oh, wow.
either. None.
Oh, I'm very carpeted.
I'm talking to the people at Ruggable, and until they hire me as a spokesman, I'm mum on the
I
subject.
wanted that.
What's
You're out.
ruggable?
Oh, they're like this mat that lays down, and then you put the rug on top of it, and you can throw it in the. You just pull
You
it
can
up
actually
and
throw
throw it in the wash.
Rug into the wash.
Yeah, that's nice.
Wow.
That's a very nice product.
And you can change them out for seasons or every week if you'd like.
Tell them Chick sent you.
Yeah,
Ruggable.
ruggable.
Ruggable, like huggable. Ruggable.
Or like effable. Never mind.
Effable.
You know what I'm talking about, Josh.
Incredibly effable.
I don't know.
F-U-G-G.
Just before closing.
I don't think
just
somebody
before closing
effable.
time.
They don't need to advertise. They know they got a good
I
product.
don't know how you got
okay?
from ruggable to.
Well, it's
Do you have rug-
closing time. You look around. Well, I'll tell you what. She's ruggable.
Have you ever had rug burns? Oh, that's not fun.
I've never had a rug burn.
Really?
I don't think I've never done it actually on the floor.
Well, that would involve movement.
Here we go. Back to how lazy I am. How did this start? I demand to know. Is there somebody you want to call lazy?
See,
You're using me?
you were an only child. If you had
Good God.
if you had older brothers who liked to wrestle on carpeting, you had rug burns.
Yeah. Well,
They're
that's how
going
I
to
got
take you
mine.
out.
but-
Now, if you go to Chick's house, there is no carpeting,
Nope.
no wall-to-wall carpeting.
Yes, and if you go to my house, you'll see me, a mass of flesh and
Tears, Kleenex,
tears,
sadness.
vodka, and sadness in the chair,
But at least you know that you're safe, though.
all locked down. And I bathe in peace of mind from Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. You know, the FBI, the property crime data is out. Most home break-ins happen in broad daylight. Days are getting longer. Leonard's getting larger. And that's where Simply Safe comes in. Simply Safe Comprehensive Protection, just named Best Home Security System of 2024 by U.S. News & World Report, and Best Customer Service and Home Security by Newsweek. Advanced technology at Simply Safe protects every room, window, and door of your home. Cameras, high-def cameras. Keep watch for suspicious activity 24/7. Professional monitoring around the clock for less than $1 a day. And there's no long-term contract ever. You'll get the emergency response you need at around half the cost of traditional home security. And plus, you can install the system yourself, or you can have the professionals at Simply Safe do it for you. Test it out yourself. Plus, Simply Safe has a 60-day risk-free trial. I've never heard tell of this, but if you don't love your system, you can return it for a full refund. Protect your home today and get peace of mind. Bob and Tom Show listeners, you have a deal. Get a special 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much, Simply Safe. Read the reviews. You're going to love it. What's this button do? Oh, well,
Does that, I
I'm
guess.
not sure exactly. What's this one? Oh, what is hip? You in a hip trip. Josh may be hipper than hip. The question is, this show is hip, that's for sure. Coming up, we have the Titanic door is in the news.
And I tell you what, sports is coming up, I'm just so tired and lazy. I really can't.
That's okay.
It's such an effort.
We have a marathon that is started by a guy lighting a cigarette. We'll get to that.
I should take up smoking. That would be a nice relaxation.
Oh, you need a pipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work.
I could fiddle with it. You're right.
Yeah, you want to go.
I don't want to move much.
You want to go
You're
straight,
right.
straight to cigarettes.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, I got it.
Perhaps I could hook up with a tube. And someone,
Yes.
Maybe the patch is more for you.
yes.
Yes.
Get me high. That's all I need.
Coming up, we're going to find
What
out
a dick.
what is a whoopie pie. It's in the news. It's not what you think.
I love whoopie pies. Cover me in whoopie pies.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is comedian Rob Haney, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Thanks so much for joining us on a Tuesday.
back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Ah, Joshua, you have to have proper support.
Huh.
Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
I mean,
do you want to say
where no one knows
You want
you?
a different mic so you can stand
yeah,
up?
I want to stand because I mean, this is a real.
Well, you can turn that up into a standing mic if you
can take that out
so
of the
desire.
socket there. It'll.
Oh, if I can hold it.
Oh, look out.
Wait a minute.
Now
Just take the whole thing out of the stand.
Yeah, you can take it out if you.
There we go.
Oh, and then.
I'm feeling good.
Hey, Chickster, how's it going over there?
We have a 30-second snippet of the music. Does this music start? Are you aware of where this starts? Do you have enough intro and
You know, me and old Dino practiced it once or twice, so we might be able to figure it out.
All right, well,
we'll see.
I'm going to have to ride the volume here, make sure I get it right. Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
Oh, boy.
No one can hold you down if you really want it. Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? 2-E-O.
Vida loca.
Go!
Living La Vida Loca.
Idiots! It's a lay.
Oh,
It sounds just like Living La Vida
It
Loca.
sounds just like living La Vida Loca.
Perhaps our arguments were with Ricky Martin, not even with you. I think maybe.
I've never been more disappointed.
So what we're supposed to go ole.
Yes, guys, come on. This is a give and take song.
Let's try it again.
Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life because your name is on it. Do you really want it?
Right.
Do you really want it?
Yeah. Ole.
2-E-O.
Ole, ole.
No.
Ole.
Tonight's the night. We're gonna celebrate the cup of life.
Ole. Now,
Now, wait a minute. In our defense, it's living La Vida Loca, only redone.
Yeah, it is for the most part.
That is very judgmental of you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it does sound very similar.
Sounds
Eerily
very similar.
accurate.
I do love the song "Living La Vida Loca." I will say that.
Do you do that one?
I will. It's a great song.
I don't do that one because it's not as much fun with the audience.
(24/7). Oh yeah.
Rob Haney is our guest now. Rob, are you?
Well, I was, as you might know, I try to be clean, and this is. I feel I might be going over the border with this, but. What's the show that's always about sex? It's only
Real Personal?
Well, then back me up if you saw this. The night they had Dr. Ruth Westheimer on as a guest, and this is all true. I don't know how I'm going to clean this up. This guy calls in to ask Dr. Ruth for advice. And he said that he had been dating this girl, but he broke up with her because she had, and this is the hard part, she had extreme odor.
All right.
That's what the man said. I'm sorry, but that's what. And anyways, he said that since they had broken up, they had remained close friends. And she had dated 2 other guys, and those relationships broke off kind of suddenly. He thought maybe it was the same reason. Should I tell her? And as God is my witness, this was Dr. Ruth's advice. She said, send the girl some flowers. And on one side of the card, write a little poem, something positive, something upbeat. Which, to me, that's terrible advice. I mean, I can't imagine, can you imagine that poor guy trying to write that poem?
No.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're real sweet, but you're I've went over the line, haven't I? So that's not me. That's offensive, isn't it, Paul? You're a classy guy, and that is offensive stuff.
Are we back on the air?
We are now.
I apologize.
Did that have to be clipped?
I apologize.
Yes.
I apologize to you ladies. That's right.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're all messed up.
more than slightly confused.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. But I'm fine. She was just as bad. Yeah. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back.
They call him
the
Scissor Man.
Giant feet. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. Hello, here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
You're welcome.
Hey, is that Tom?
Coming up, we have sex toys in the news.
Thank you, Tom.
And interesting story about bullies.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Do you get that in your newsletter?
Yeah, he does.
You bully?
yeah. The how-to manual.
Worst bullies are the bullies that don't know they're bullies. Bully.
Oh, and wait till you hear the story. You'll go, yep.
That should be a category. And now news, you'll say, yep. It's I told you so news.
Yep. One and only time I tried to bully a guy. I don't know why I did. I was just crabby or something like that. I was a freshman in high school. It turned out to be our state's runner-up in Golden Gloves competition or something. It was like I was picking on Tyson.
That's one of the things you never know.
You never know.
Wrong guy.
You never know.
Yes.
See, that's part
just don't do it.
That's part of the bully's gift. He knows who to bully.
Often they've been terribly bullied, haven't they?
Yes, they have.
And we'll find out.
Most often by their parents. Yeah.
It's coming up in the news, but first we
possibly abuse is taking place.
Turn to the sports page. Anything going on over there?
That's a great question, Tom. Let's take a look together, shall we?
Sure.
Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani.
Show him what? It doesn't really work.
No,
maybe give up on it.
We're going to have to back off on it. He had a news conference yesterday.
Yeah?
He says he never bet on sports, and interpreter Ippei Mizuhara stole money from him and told lies.
Okay.
Ohtani held a news conference at Dodger Stadium, and you guys are incredibly lucky. I don't know if you know this or not, but I speak fluent Japanese.
Oh, I did not know
So I'm
that.
going to now translate for you.
This'll go well.
What Shohei said during his news conference.
Okay.
I've been told I should open with a joke. How is everybody tonight? That's interesting.
No. He said, is anybody here from out of town?
Well, this is
your Japanese.
This
of course.
This is automatically in the dumper. You just can't let anybody do anything, can you?
No, go ahead. Could you play it louder? It's hard for me to hear.
Well, if Ace would leave the button bar up in a volume and some would so hear it, it would be nice.
Turn it up, Ace.
Can you turn it up? Thank you very much. Now listen to how different this will sound. Hey, you can hear it now.
No, I can't. You're talking over it.
チームの関係者の皆さん、僕自身もそうですけど、ファンの皆さんも
I got a duck under my arm. Anyway, Ohtani spoke for nearly 12 minutes, says he had no idea about anything, and refers to a document he had in front of him, and he'd just like to get on with the season.
Took no questions. This is almost all speculation from all of the reporters, but
yeah.
Do you think the fact that this guy was his best friend?
Well, but I don't. It was a forced thing. I don't think he was his best friend in like a high school way. I think it was. He just happened to become his best friend because he was interpreter.
He's been his interpreter since before he started playing Major League Baseball.
Well, he wouldn't need an interpreter if he were in Japan. Thank you, Ace. Would he?
Good point.
Thank you.
Maybe he.
No. Let's hear him out.
And now, Japanese speech impediment. No. He's this. But I mean, do you see what I'm saying? I mean, this guy was his buddy. He's got to feel really betrayed.
What?
Oh, absolutely.
This has all got all kinds of red flags. There's like 9 different stories. We don't know.
IRS is coming in.
IRS is coming in.
And the bets were not made with the bets were apparently made with underground betting houses.
That's exactly right. Yep.
This is bad.
Making it possible if you wanted to bet on baseball. If anybody found out it was Shohei, a reputable betting house probably would contact someone if that.
And the big picture for me is I don't care. It's just money. Do what you want with it.
I can't imagine I can't think of the last time I agreed with you, but I couldn't agree with you more. I don't care if he's betting on baseball. I don't care. As long as he's not, affecting his play. I don't want him fixing games.
Right.
But I don't care if he's betting on games. I don't care.
I don't know that many do. I think that age is slowly fading away.
The outrage of Major League Sports these days getting upset about gambling when you can walk into the stadium and they've got the betting parlor right there. I think they might want to calm down.
Well, and Pete Rose put up on his Instagram yesterday, if I'd had an interpreter, I would be in the Hall of Fame right now, evidently. I don't know what he meant by that. But,
I've heard Pete speak, perhaps. Maybe he could have an interpreter.
He might want to be in the market for an interpreter. Is that what you're saying? So we'll see where that goes and updates as they happen. Thank you. The NFL is eliminating what they call the hip drop tackle. NFL team owners yesterday unanimously approved a rule that bans players from using a swivel technique to tackle an opponent. Hip drop tackle.
It's a hip. Hey, Josh. That is hip.
Oh,
hip
it's
drop
a good one.
Tackle.
It is a good one.
The hip
drop.
That's an effective tackle, though.
It'll bring the guy down. Yeah. I was surprised at how many players are irate over this new rule. What are we going to do? J.J. Watt put up, I guess we put the belts and the flags on. I guess that's what they're supposed to do now.
That's definitely a big tool taken out of the box.
However, what are they going to do now? They're going to start tackling low. They take these bigger guys down, and what's going to
knees?
You need knees.
You can't do that.
So there'll be replays, and then there'll be a penalty, and
and they've changed. They want to vote on changing what's reviewable via replay. And
do you think the NFL would be better off just embracing the true nature of the game and going, you know what? People are going to get hurt when we play football.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
And we're going to do our best, but there will be injuries.
I don't think they should have banned the horse collar tackle. Remember this, where they grab if you can grab his nameplate, you can't tackle him that way.
Yeah. The face mask. That's a great way to tackle a guy.
Yeah, rip his head off.
Yeah. It's so convenient. It's like having a handle.
Yeah.
Sometimes, if you tackle them with a face mask, they're tackled so good, they don't get up ever.
Yeah.
Cool.
They have to be pushed around.
Sometimes all you have to do is reach for a guy's face mask, and he'll just drop to his knees going, hey, I'm down.
Ho, ho, ho.
I'd rather not.
Taking a knee here.
Yeah.
I would like to see, and I'm totally serious, in the NFL, they adopt Josh's rule of covering a receiver.
So as soon as the receiver comes out, you tackle him? Before you even start.
You can. Absolutely.
The ball has
All
to
bets
leave.
are off.
The ball has to leave the hands of the QB, and then
then no one would ever catch the ball.
Well, then they need to get better.
Yes. Don't get near the guy who's going to tackle you.
You think wide receivers are valuable now?
Yeah.
Wait till they have to. I can elude a tackle before I can catch the ball. How about that?
Right.
Okay, well,
man,
is this gonna slow everything down? Will they review every play to see if the guy was tackled? This is confusing.
I know.
Explain the hip drop tackle.
I know. You're reach around and you grab the guy, and then you actually go to the ground while holding the guy, and your weight and inertia. And I'd explain the physics to you, but we get into,
of course.
We get into the atom bomb, and we don't want to talk about that. But then you drop down to the ground and take him with you. And the most obvious example was when Mark Andrews, the tight end for the Ravens, got tackled last year. And as the guy's going to the ground, he lands on Andrews' ankle. And immediately, Andrews' ankle and his lower leg reached a separation agreement, and he was out the rest of the season.
So, yeah. I mean, it's rough.
It's rough. But, I mean, Andrews said, well, he was trying to tackle me. I mean,
right.
I'm a big guy. What does he want? You know, what are we supposed to do as defensive players? They've legislated defense out of my National Football League, Tom.
Oh, that's a shame.
Your thoughts?
I don't care.
And speaking of basketball.
Yeah?
Are you enjoying the tournament? Are you liking you liking your brackets?
Watched the ladies last night.
Oh, I saw on ESPN this morning there were 3 brackets that were still all intact.
No kidding.
3
on the ladies' side.
Yes.
Oh, on the women's side.
0 on the men, right?
I'm not sure, but
do they call them brackets on the ladies' side?
That's funny. That's funny.
Not really.
Oh, they don't do that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why don't they
What's
have?
he all nervous about all of a sudden?
Why don't they have?
By the way, do you think it's? I heard one guy that should know better saying in the women's.
Oh, but he was saying
he was saying
woman's?
woman. Repeat. I thought it was a mistake the first time. Then when he did it like 5 times in the women's tourney, isn't it technically
women's tournament? That'd be your group plural.
Yeah. This was someone who should know better on
You
the
probably
radio.
can't say girls either on the girls' side. The boys bracket, the girls bracket.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, nobody would say that. I don't think. But
I say, why can't they instead of they wear warm-ups for basketball? You know, like the track suits and the tracks. Why can't they have ladies wear aprons? And
Chick, do you want to get castrated?
You know how women are.
Yeah.
You know, I pretty much rule the roost when I'm in a
Oh,
relationship.
yeah. By the way, the roost is him by himself. Is that considered a roost?
He
still?
rules
now
it,
we're
though.
now we're back to this again.
Yeah.
Being by myself, being lazy. I don't know how this has started.
You know, it's okay to be alone, Tom.
Chuckle.
I was surprised, shocked, and kind of pleased that you went to a movie. Although you say you went to a movie, God knows what really happened. I never believe anything you
Went
tell
to a
me.
movie.
By yourself.
By yourself.
Dropped the girls at the airport, went to a movie.
By yourself.
Yep.
I don't
You
believe
didn't
a word
call
of it.
Mark
Good for you.
to meet you. You just went by yourself.
That's correct. It was a last-minute decision. The movie was starting in 15 minutes. I didn't have time to.
Okay.
there you go.
Did you hit any snag while you were trying to get into the movie, like a less than enthused employee at the cinema? Or,
No, they were very nice.
like
But
that?
Did you get some popcorn?
I did. They weren't selling tickets at the front. You have to,
Yeah, you have to
when
go
you
to
get your
concession
when you
stand.
get your drinks, you get your ticket. There were maybe 4 people in the theater, 5 maybe.
Wow. You didn't use your phone to get your ticket, and then they shoot your phone? And...
I didn't have time.
Okay.
Made the decision in the car.
All right.
Good. Yeah, it's great.
Good movie called American Fiction.
So last night, you're all by yourself. Did you have dinner alone? Did you go out to a
I
restaurant?
had eggs and chicken sausage.
Very nice.
Ooh, okay.
Boiled the sausage, of course.
Now, the chicken
Boiled.
sausage,
That is really.
that sounds
The way you'd cook a brat, yeah.
delicious in the bizarre
choice.
world. Yeah.
Scrambled
You
eggs
didn't
and
fry
chicken.
it up?
No. Scrambled eggs and chicken sausage. It was delicious.
They keep the feathers in there for the chicken sausage?
I couldn't tell.
I know they.
The one I got said organic. It's organic, less anus.
Oh.
Now with less anus.
Which is funny because that was the name of our program director in DeLand. Les Anus. He was good.
For the love of God. We know where DeLand is.
We're not even doing it anymore.
No.
Okay, fine.
Why not? Go ahead. Watch
Listen.
our ratings drop.
Delightful listeners. They know the drill.
I'm sorry, I think we interrupted you about basketball.
NCAA tournament could be heading toward expansion.
Oh, God.
This is basketball, not the football side. Basketball wants in on the action. Why do they want to expand the tournament, Tom?
More money, more
Money,
teams.
money.
Nope, it's more money. The tournament field is currently set at 68. That number could go up to 76 schools in the coming years. So
Is that one more day of play-in, or
I don't know how it works out bracket-wise.
this year only one of the double-digit teams made it to the Sweet 16.
Yes, North Carolina 11 seed. That was the only one that.
I mean, it's cool when there are upsets, but
Well, sure.
You'd have would you have some sub 500 teams making it at this point?
Yeah, I say put everybody in. I don't care who wins what. Just put them all in.
Add on one other weekend.
Put them all in.
It's a tournament.
This would strip the NIT of its.
Gravitas?
Yeah.
There'd be nobody left.
No, there wouldn't.
You'd have. How's the NIT going, by the way?
I hate to nitpick, Tom.
See what happened there?
They play tonight.
Yes, Indiana State hosts Cincinnati.
Go Sycamores.
That's right. And
Yeah.
Indiana State has a magnificent basketball player named Robbie Avila who wears goggles. And he's a tall fellow playing basketball, but he's earned the nickname Cream C-R-E-A-M, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right.
I like that's cool.
Because he wears goggles like Abdul-Jabbar used to.
That'd be a cool
Nice.
name for a drink.
What?
The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Like some kind of
Like with Bailey's or
mocha
something
drink
in it?
with a
Oh.
With
I'm
arthritis
thinking
medicine.
alcohol.
with what you
Isn't he
said.
doing arthritis medicine commercials?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Oh, no, he has AFib, I think.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
that yes, it was AFib.
He does AFib
yeah,
commercials, yeah.
But he's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
it. You know he has arthritis. Have you seen him?
Oh.
That man's tall.
Yeah.
I can't imagine
Gotta
being
be-
that tall.
His
Gotta be
knees have
achy.
to hurt.
Yeah.
Isn't his head getting really heavy being that high up? Man, oh, man.
But what a fine actor. You can't beat him in movie Airplane. That's classic stuff.
You know, he said that people used to ask him, how's the weather is up there? Chamberlain said the same thing. And he said, I spit on him and said, it's raining.
Spit on them.
What do you think of that?
Wow.
There are 351 schools that are full members of Division I basketball conferences. So, 68 teams. Now, if you go with me here in the wonderful world of maths, you'll see, I don't know how many more they'd have to add, but I don't know why not. Put everybody in the tournament, Tom. Make it fair. And you'd have Cinderella stories out the ass.
No, you would for a week, then they'd be gone.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Well.
Yeah, well. I don't even know why they do it the way they do it now. They should just stop the tournament. Nobody enjoys it. Absolutely nobody enjoys
We
it.
haven't had the vasectomy story yet.
Oh, yeah.
Get that every
We
year.
haven't had that.
No, we haven't. That's surprising.
I think it's being done across the country.
And isn't it, they've got it down in such a non-invasive way that there's very little recuperative time?
I'm not aware of that. We're talking about the first week of the tournament. Certain urological associations, whatever you call them, have vasectomy things, so you can get a vasectomy
Promotion.
and then sit around with frozen peas and corn on your nuts while they recover, and you can just watch basketball all day.
Right.
It's a pretty good idea.
But, I mean,
That is a good idea.
you could sit around, as we know about me, Tom, I sit around all the time and watch TV all the time because that's what's on TV.
Aren't you on record as saying you've run out of things to watch?
I'm on record of saying I lived with a man in San Francisco, California for 3 years. Do you think that's true?
My apologies.
I don't believe you. But you'll believe this. Raycon Everyday Earbuds. They offer amazing audio quality at half the price of other premium audio brands. Don't believe me? Well, check out the internet. There are tens of thousands of 5-star reviews about Raycon. And they have the optimized gel tips, designed to fit every ear ever made. Maybe you're out walking the dog. Maybe you're out making a phone call. Maybe you're out walking the dog and making a phone call. Raycon earbuds step right in with 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and seamless Bluetooth syncing. Plus, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, awareness mode. Go to, right now, buyraycon.com/Tom so you don't forget and get 20% off your Raycon order, plus free shipping. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
Yes,
Coming up, we have What Happens If You Pee Your Pants on The Price is Right in the news. And 300 cats, one house.
And Caitlin Clark in Iowa advanced last night. We'll talk about it.
All right, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day parties or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese, jalapeno flavored oven-baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven-baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
We have the young Shane Moss, comedian from Wisconsin, now living in Boston.
Yeah, I got the Ghost of Christmas Future.
There you go.
Right next to me. So. It's not too late, is it? I can still change.
You can.
Turns out it is too late.
Oh, yes. Now, you mentioned that your girlfriend is a veterinarian.
Yeah.
Now, did you have any normal jobs prior to this comedy thing?
Yeah, I had. I did a lot of manual labor type stuff. I worked in a factory for a few years. Worked construction. The worst thing that I ever did was I was a temp laborer.
Yeah.
Which was just an awful job, and there's like no health insurance or anything with it. There's just workman's compensation. So anytime I need to seek medical attention, it need to be a work-related thing. You know, I'd have to call up my boss and be like, yeah, I don't know, I better go and see a doctor. It's just yesterday I think I was just picking up a little bit too much weight, and I think I might have gotten herpes.
Yeah, I better have that checked.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's insane all the things you have to worry about. Like I remember when I was in grade school, you know, I'm not that old, but just 20 years ago in grade school, the biggest concern was don't share hats, you might get lice. And they're much more serious now. They're like, don't share needles, you might get AIDS.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can share hats again. Who cares about lice?
Yeah, how true.
I see. Shane Moss is our guest. We've talked about the fact that you drive all over the place.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. This is one of my favorite topics. It's kind of an inside showbiz thing, but every once in a while you get what's termed a hell gig.
Yeah.
Maybe you're on stage and you're in a small club or a bar, and they've got a TV on over here. There's a pool game going on. People aren't paying attention. Do you have any great hell gig stories?
Well, I have a few, and I'll tell one anyway, and then if we have time for more, that's cool. I'll combine cars and a hell gig. How's that? I was in Detroit recently, and this actually wasn't a hell gig at all. It's just kind of my fault. I made a little mistake. Detroit's kind of a little bit dangerous. It's actually ranked the most dangerous big city in the country, and if you remind them of that, they will kill you.
Or try,
yeah. And I let it slip on stage that I drive a Hyundai, which is a sin there. And I had to explain to him. I was like, listen, you know, I'm all for supporting American-made products. I don't want anyone in Detroit to lose their job or anything. It's just that if I'm driving through Detroit, I want the most reliable vehicle possible. And,
wow.
That didn't go over very well.
Famous Norfolk and Winston Railroad has just merged with WayPal Delivery Services. Together, our new company will revolutionize the overnight delivery business. Ask for us by name. We're...
Hold it. You're telling me you can get this 2,000-pound package from New York to L.A. overnight by train?
Norfolk and WayPal, overnight. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get you through it. There's Norfolk and WayPal, we are gonna do it.
When you go by rail, no package is too too large. And we'll get it there overnight.
Norfolk and Way, pal.
That's the name. We do it by train, cross country, by rail, overnight. There's Norfolk and Way, pal.
Here at the Bronx Zoo, we actually shipped Washoe the gorilla to the San Diego Zoo overnight. We had to pry his eyes open on the West Coast, but he's fine now. Absolutely, positively.
Absolutely, positively, we will get through it. There's Norfolk and Way, pal. We are gonna do it.
Ask for us by name, overnight by train. Norfolk and Way, pal. Norfolk, Virginia.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Bruce Clark is our guest.
How about that Pictionary? You ever play that game?
Pictionary?
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
We almost got in a fist fight over that, didn't we, Chick?
Yeah, we
Hey,
sure did.
and you play with your friends, they're always drunk, too. You know, all your buddies are always loaded up. Playing there. I get this phrase, I draw it, you know, they're, hey, how about a guy frying his own penis? How about that? Yeah, what the hell's the matter with you?
That's in Pictionary.
Idiot. It's Peter Pan, you idiot. Right in front of you here, you moron.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter.
Just a second. And now, Chick.
What?
I know you did.
And now, Chick.
Yes, yeah.
Sure, that's what you said. Okay.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hi, everybody. Here's Tom.
We were talking about some of the unusual stuff happening in the world of college basketball. And I'm looking at this picture of Robbie Avila, and he's got on the Mr. Moto glasses, I guess you call them.
You don't call them that.
No, you wouldn't
Unusual.
you would never call it that publicly, and I don't think
Is the Kareem goggles, right? The
yes, I don't think. Have
the
you
Chris
seen?
Sabo?
Yeah, the Chris Sabo. Have you seen him in the goggles?
I'm looking at him right now.
Because in the press release, he's wearing his regular glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those aren't the goggles he wears.
No, they're eye protection. Smart idea.
So which?
And have you seen the players that are wearing those? Like if you've got a broken nose or a broken eye socket, they wear the plastic.
Yeah.
The double Phantom of the Opera.
They look kind of cool.
Now, would it be legal if a team came out and they all had those on except they had the Groucho noses on them? Would that be?
I don't think so.
As a
Would it
psych?
throw things off a
Yeah,
little bit?
there's 2 minutes left. All of a sudden, they all come out and they do the Groucho walk out to the court, act like they're hashing a cigar. Wouldn't that be great?
It would be fun.
But probably not legal, huh? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They're stodgy, aren't they?
Maybe the Globetrotters should try that.
He averages like 17 points a game. He got some game.
Yeah.
Of course he does. That's why they're doing so well, you see.
Yeah.
He's a good player, am I?
Right.
Yeah, he's good.
Let's move forward here. I'm sorry, what else is happening in sports?
Caitlin Clark scored 32 points, number
Can you
one
get
seed.
the Groucho glasses in various shades of human flesh tones?
What?
Didn't
I was going to say,
I think so.
Didn't the one famous rapper?
Yeah, the Humpty dance. Humpty wasn't his
I didn't
brown.
know.
I'm so excited. We get to hear Josh Arnold's. What was that guy's name in the Humpty? Shock G? Yeah. Shock G.
Yeah, he passed away. What, 2 years ago? Not too.
I don't know why I was looking at Ace, having him confirm.
Because he knows.
Because I once got busy in the Burger King bathroom.
Oh, boy.
He's crazy.
His Ace knows music, that's for sure.
All right.
All right, stop what you're doing because I'm about to ruin. I love that.
Oh, that guy was great.
Yeah, I think his was brown.
Are those available commercially? I mean,
I don't know.
Just asking.
So, yeah.
No need to get all mad about it.
Says that in the middle of the song.
Wasn't he in that horrible Dan Aykroyd movie?
He is in Nothing But Trouble. In fact, the entire digital underground is in Nothing But Trouble.
Oh, my goodness.
It's embarrassing.
Shock G, and known by his alter ego, Humpty Hump.
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Gregory Edward Jacobs was his name at birth.
Greg, well, Gary, I was close.
Yeah.
In 69, my Humpty nose will tickle your rear.
Wow, he had several various stage names. Humpty Hump, the most prominent. He was also known as Rackadelic, MC Blowfish, Gregory Racker, Icy Mike, and
it's being presented that he's so popular that he has his own dance.
Yeah.
You know how to do it?
much like the Freddie.
Do you know how to do
I think the tradition, of course,
It is
started
similar
by
to that.
Freddie and the Dreamers, of course, with the song "The Freddie."
Yes.
I want to see the Humpty dance.
I never mastered it.
Oh.
But he tells you how to do it in the song.
What do we got here? We got the Humpty, we got the Freddie, we got the Dougie. Remember we did the Dougie?
Sure.
Didn't I forget who taught you how to do the Dougie?
Miss Pat did, didn't
it's out
she? Or
there,
didn't you
and
do
then
it with Miss
it's
Pat?
interesting when a dance. I think the most prominent example, of course, would be put your left arm in your left. The hokey pokey, where they explain how the dance works as you do it, which is.
That's
to
the
me,
way you like it.
I like that's like the TV theme songs to tell you the nature of the show, so you know what to do when you're watching.
The twist. That's another dance.
Does it tell you how to do it?
No, nothing more than let's twist or let's twist again.
Tell you to shake your hips.
Just like we did last summer.
That's like,
Yeah, but that doesn't do. What if you weren't there
There's
last
not much to
summer?
Well, then you're out of luck.
You're SOL.
Yes.
Got this nice letter here. This comes to us from Sandy. I would like to support Tom in his love of the song "Do the Freddie." When I was a kid, the first album I ever bought was a Beatles album, Beatles 65. My brother talked me into trading him for the Freddie and the Dreamers album.
Oh,
my brother cheated me. Oh, sure, I like the Freddie, but I made a very bad trade, and my brother knew it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made the same mistake.
Did you? What'd you trade for?
I traded, in its package, unopened, Derek and the Dominoes. I traded for Crosby, Stills, and Nash, 4-Way Street.
Yeah, you did.
One of
That was a
one of the worst live albums ever made. Probably because it was accurately recorded. And it would be another year before I discovered Layla was on Derek and the Dominoes. Eric had hidden his name there, you see.
Yeah.
We have an email from Lisa. Hello, people.
Hello, Lisa.
After listening to your attempts at finding a catchy phrase a la Saquon Barkley, for Shohei Ohtani, may I suggest Shohei Ohtani, how about show him the money?
Oh.
As a more fitting phrase. So it would, Shohei Ohtani.
Show him the money. He's already got the money, though.
Yeah.
No one's not catching on. Obviously, they didn't even participate. Thanks very much.
Oh, it's a fair suggestion, though, Lisa.
So now, you guys aren't even.
Does his name mean anything in Japanese?
Shohei Ohtani means hello and welcome to the parlor.
Yes.
That was really convincing. I wonder if you could pass a lie detector spewing BS like that.
Well, remember,
could we get one in here?
If you believe it,
probably
it's not a lie. I don't know why you guys still believe me after all these years.
Because you're so sweet.
Yes, I'm Mr. Sweet. Look it up. I'll say something and she'll
so
go,
sincere?
Really?
No!
I just agree usually. That's exactly right.
Just to cut through it all. More stuff coming up, including world records. And more of the Humpty Dance.
Dances that explain themselves.
Oh, here we go. All right. The Watusi? No.
A boot, scoot, and boogie.
Oh, yeah.
I've never done a country line dance, but I've always wanted to.
Cha-cha slide.
Oh, yeah. That's big at weddings.
I'm not familiar with this one. The juju on dat beat.
Don't know that one.
I don't know that one either.
I've been to a country bar where a country line dance has broken out, and I was fascinated by how many people knew
how to do it.
Yeah, they
knew what steps to do.
Right.
I remember when we were in Charleston, South Carolina. That bar we used to play all the time, and they'd have that huge line dance party.
That might have been where this happened, yeah.
The Cupid Shuffle.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
To the right.
Oh, now here's one we all know. There's two versions of this. One chick hates, one I love.
I sing.
The Locomotion, of course. Little Eva, and then the great version by Grand Funk.
Can't stand it.
Can't stand it.
And I can't.
So
I
bad.
really do not care.
And of course, Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Bop. But we'll find out about this and more important things in the news when we return. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Okay, let's go see Bob and Tom.
Yeah! You can't say it on the air. Trust me. Not the way you want to do it. I've been over this 100 times. If you say that, we're going to get a fine.
We're not going to get a fine. The average idiot's going to perceive it as the noun.
No. We can't do that. You can't say that on the air.
It has no meaning as a verb, whereas my term can be taken two ways. That's why the joke has a joke.
No, you can't do that.
Kids, let me just ask you this. Am I right? The only way to make this joke funny, you've got to use the word cornhole.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Hey, hi, I'm Tom. This is Chick. That's Josh. And this is Christy Lee. Christy, what's happening?
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show is coming. That's right, Rock 105 WKLC bringing us to town with a live broadcast with
special guest Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, don't forget.
You see the word "don't forget"?
No, but it's like half a sentence.
Don't miss an amazing
it's like
comedy
don't
show.
miss amazing.
Start
is that one
over.
word.
Hey, Charleston, it's the Bob and Tom Show. That's right, and our friends from Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live broadcast.
Speech.
Speech.
Speechery. One more time. Here we go. This for sure. Here we go. All right.
Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show coming to, yes, your area from Rock 105 WKLC. They're bringing us to town for a live show. Special guest,
Duke Tomato.
You nerds.
Start over. Hey, Charleston, the Bob and Tom Show here and our friends at Rock 105 WKLC are bringing us to town for a live show with special guest
Duke Tomato and the Bob and Tom Brass to Mouth Horns. Plus, do not miss an amazing comedy show that night.
That's right. It all happens Friday, April 5th at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
If you're listening anywhere within 100 miles of Charleston, or if you come out and see us live on the morning of April 5th, that's a free show, and then get tickets for that night's Bob and Tom Show comedy tour event with who, Christy?
Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Jeff Oskay, Willie Griswold, and all hosted by yourself.
All hosted by Tom and Christy.
Tickets on sale tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. It's at Ticketmaster.com or the Charleston Coliseum box office.
See you there!
Tiki Barber here. Remember the days when I was a running back in the NFL? Well, if you're on your feet all day like I was, you get the struggle. The secret is orange insoles. Their insoles are like magic for your feet and body. They'll help you kick hip pain, sore feet, and lower back discomfort to the sidelines. Feel better, do more with orange insoles.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Dear Bob and Tom.
Oh, yeah.
You were talking about toenails last week.
No.
A friend of mine is a dental hygienist.
She cleans teeth for a living.
She had a patient who came in the office in great pain. After examination, the Dentist found the sore tooth swollen and infected. The procedure required a small incision to relieve the pressure.
There was a toenail in there.
The dentist immediately requested a pair of surgical tweezers and removed a large piece of toenail.
How do they know it wasn't a fingernail?
Because it says this patient said he often chewed his toenails.
Oh,
Can I tell you something? My mother used to chew her toenails
no way.
in front of me.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy. Clothed or not?
Clothed.
Oh, thank God. that is a visual.
Poor Bob has lost it over there.
A little best of right here. Right here.
This is a sick thing.
Wow.
That would be,
Totally naked.
I think
How did you even think of that?
You would get,
See anything you like, boy?
I think you'd
remember
get
that.
free psychiatry for life. I think you would. I think you'd get a psychiatrist. I'm sorry. Your mother bit her toenails naked in front of you as a child. Here. You have free psychiatry for life, free Prozac, whatever you want.
Program for that.
We are going to fix you.
How about it, boy? See anything you like?
I mean,
Lord, help us, Lord.
You can imagine the twisting that would be
There's a
involved.
lot of people who can't even do that.
Okay.
She was very limber. Show's over. Everybody out.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach, so I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. Look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. He'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, hop, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man. It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, hit him with your flute, Greg.
It's time once again for people who suck at small talk.
Hey, nice weather we're having today, don't you think?
Yeah, it is rather amazing the cyclical manner in which meteorological trends manifest themselves.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for people who suck at small talk. Morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and Tom.
Herman Brothers knows what they're doing.
Help me. Help me. Help. Hello, and welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
Josh Arnold over there at the sidekick chair.
Chick, how the heck are you?
I'm well.
Good.
There's Ace Cosby.
You seem well.
What are you laughing at?
I just thought something funny.
I think he meant me. I'm Chick McGee. Pat Godwin under the weather. He's on his period, I think. And here's Tom Griswold.
Once again, we were talking about bad trades and a young Sandra.
Bad trades?
Yeah, when she traded
an album for another album.
Traded the album with Do the Freddie on it. And she got that and gave away her Beatles 65 album.
Right.
Oh, that's terrible. That's what brothers will do to you. But this led to a discussion of dances that are named after the person. You've got the Dougie.
No, songs
Freddie.
Songs that are concentrate the dance in the song, not necessarily about the person.
Yeah, the Humpty Dance.
Well, the Humpty Dance is named after.
Yeah, it just happens to be. Yes, I don't think the Dougie is though. Is the Dougie about the guy? The Dougie is
named after Doug.
Is it Doug?
I honestly don't know. And is there a song about the Dougie?
I don't know.
If there isn't, it's about time we wrote one.
It's a little late.
Yeah.
Sorry.
How many times have I said that?
Yeah.
It's a little late. Let's just go home.
Fortunately, I haven't had that problem.
And now let's move forward here. In any event.
Well, what else? That's it. We got the Humpty Dance. We got the Dougie. That it? The twist?
Well, we did the Cupid Shuffle. What the hell else? The electric slide doesn't really tell you how to do it, does it? It just sings about it.
I'm constantly amazed. You go to these weddings, you go, and the people that didn't know these steps.
Right.
Do you know the electric slide?
No, I don't know. I don't know the Cupid Shuffle. I don't know any of
The
it.
Cupid Shuffle, you just have to follow the directions.
I don't know Boot Scoot and
To
Boogie.
the
I
left,
don't
to
know
the
any.
left, to the right.
What's the one where you follow around on a big snake?
That's the bunny hop, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you're
conga
just talking.
line?
Yeah, the conga line.
Conga line.
Anybody could do that, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to hit you hard with the electric slide. This is it?
What is this?
An electric slide.
Who's singing this?
I'll teach you, teach you, teach you. I'll teach you the electric slide.
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
I don't. I've heard a different version of
the
the
hokey pokey teaches you the dance. Now, here, according to this news account, there is the Urkel dance from the show Family Matters, created by Steve Urkel with a recording called The Urkel.
I remember that.
Did I do that?
I remember it.
What about the hustle? Did they do the hustle?
Oh, I love-
No lyrics to that.
I think that and the electric slide are very similar.
I love the hustle music.
Yeah.
I really do like it.
Did you really like that?
Hated it.
Oh, you don't like that one?
No.
I like that one.
Sounds
Do
like
the
Tom's
hustle.
on the fence about it.
Because I hated the whole disco scene.
Oh,
So
come
It does have lyrics.
It does have lyrics?
Just
Yeah,
that.
do the hustle.
Well, that's it. I thought you meant here there were lyrics. And we're out on the town and we're like, and we any minute we could do the hustle.
So you could write good lyrics. Didn't they do that to like Love Story? Didn't they add lyrics? Aren't there certain songs that were hits
They
and they
did
added
to
lyrics after the fact?
Grazing in the Grass. They jammed lyrics in there.
Okay, all right. And it
That
will-
Young and the Restless theme, maybe? Nadia's theme? Did they add lyrics to that?
Oh, yeah. Remember Nadia Comaneci did
Yeah,
the floor
Nadia's
exercise to that?
theme.
Remember that?
Vaguely.
Nadia's theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, do the
That's one of
hustle
my-
just associated with a particular time and place.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah. A
Just
lot of
awful.
these dances are.
Go to a disco and it was so loud you couldn't talk to anyone. If you couldn't dance, you had no ammo.
Oh, no.
Hold it. Wait a minute. Are you saying you went to a disco? You went inside a disco.
I would
and spent
have
some
thought there
time.
would have been a time where it was hard not to go to a disco.
Yeah, that's the thing. And
Mid to late
you'd be
70s.
stuck in
I'm
it.
not criticizing you. I just am amazed and pleased that
but
you
I didn't really participate.
You stand in the corner with a drink.
Yeah, you can't hear anything. You can't talk to anyone. You
didn't have Travolta
if you're wearing
moves.
normal clothes, not wearing a polyester thing with the collars out to the shoulders and the leisure suit.
Christy, let me ask you something.
There's nothing like jamming a fat guy into a polyester shirt.
And just thinking, why am I 20 years old in this horrific cultural moment? Couldn't I have been 20 when things were cool?
Yeah.
Where are
Every
the Rolling
generation
Stones,
has-
for God's
Every
sake?
generation has that. Like
Sure.
the,
Of
like
course.
the flappers and your
Yeah.
other examples.
I mean, this generation is going to look back going, geez, why am I wearing my hat backwards? I look like a complete douche.
I don't know. That's just a personal thing.
There's only one thing to wear your hat backwards for, right?
Are you catching football or eating a pizza?
Big sandwich. Yeah, something messy.
Eating a clam sandwich.
Sweet
Christy,
clams.
don't you like just when a guy comes out on the dance floor, and even if he's not very good, don't you just like that he's out there and
Trying?
Having fun? Isn't there something to be said for?
Of course.
He's out
No,
there.
I'm not getting out there, Josh.
See, that's what I'm saying, Tom.
I remember being laughed at by the DJ going, okay, look, I'm sorry.
Well, you're not there to hit on the
Wait a
DJ.
minute. You went. We're
Wait
just
a
finding
minute.
out you went to a disco and you tried to dance,
And
and
you
we're
got-
now just finding it out.
And you got
And I went to
laughed at?
Mrs. Panzer's dancing school. I know how to dance.
Do you?
Well, we did the foxtrot.
Yeah, and the waltz and the tango. And
Sure.
The DJ can laugh all he wants. You're out there for the girls.
Right. I don't care.
Once again, you can't use any of your wit or charm on them when it's they're playing Disco Inferno for the 10,000th time.
What?
You got to talk with your body.
Yeah.
Grab
Let
your
me
crotch
see
a
your
lot.
body talk. Olivia Newton-John. Yes.
Okay, good.
Let's get physical.
I see. Well,
Oh, there's something about a guy that can dance, though.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
sure. I would
Oh,
imagine.
yeah.
how about a guy who can eat a clam sandwich? How about that?
I will
Well,
tell you
it's
this.
hard to sell that on the dance floor.
That's what I'm saying. You can't. You can't.
I'm sick and tired over and over and over again. The last, what does a girl want in a man? Oh, he has to have a sense of humor. Wrong!
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A sense of you.
Until you get the, you know what? You're just not funny anymore. Okay? All right. Thank you. I'll get my
Is
stuff.
everything a joke to you?
Yes. That followed quickly by everything a joke to you.
Hey, Mr. Funny Man.
Here we go.
Okay. Coming up, we have. All right.
It interrupted him so hard.
That really
is so lame.
That really is so aggressive. So anyway,
And who did that
Josh,
song?
I think we
Didn't that guy die?
Van McCoy.
Yeah.
Didn't he croak right
I
after that
believe
came out?
Van McCoy and the Soul City Symphony.
Wow.
What's Soul City?
I don't know what Soul City is. I'm guessing
it a place?
Philly. I don't know. I think they it was alliterative. I think that's why they. So Josh, maybe later we could go to.
Jesus. That's not the hustle, Josh.
They should use that for the Oscar songs because it would just nobody could talk over.
That's right.
You'd have to dance off.
That would be great.
You know, there comes a time, and I just like to thank everyone that I've, all the people that. Oh, Jesus!
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Good night.
I want to thank my publicist.
Well, that's got to stop.
Publicist?
The publicist?
Everyone at those award shows.
Yes.
And when I hear the word award season, I want to start shooting.
You know,
the hunting season, the award
They
season.
did
Really,
these.
with the poontang and the money isn't enough for you guys. You got to award each other.
There's something abrasive about you saying poontang.
Yeah.
They did the Screen Actors Guild on Netflix. Ergo, they didn't have any commercials. So when
Nice.
you got up and thanked people, you could go and I forget who it was, but somebody was thanking, and she stopped and goes, "Oh, I could keep talking. I don't have anything else to say. Good night." It was great. It was really good. Real good, Tom. Real good.
Great. Yeah, I passed.
Okay.
Now,
more sports coming
do you know
up.
how to do the tighten up?
Is there a tighten up though?
Are you kidding? In Houston, we dance as good as we want.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
true. But is
Does
that
that
the tighten
song
up? Is it like-
qualify?
But they don't explain how to tighten up.
No.
And as someone who might be considered uptight,
They
Yes.
don't explain how to do the hustle.
That's true.
No,
they don't.
They expect you to know.
was there an actual dance, the hustle?
Well, you know, the hustle was
Yes.
invented. Oh, Jesus. Son of a.
And it's a law. You have to get up and start dancing.
That's right. From now on.
Yeah, right. Until it stops.
So is the hustle more intrusive, or is Happy by Pharrell? Is that more intrusive?
Oh, I think Happy is.
I think maybe the Humpty dance would be more intrusive, don't you think?
Palisades Park would be the
Oh,
most.
yeah. Well, that's true. Okay.
That is an aggressive
How
vocal.
about a break, a mental break here?
Yeah.
Coming up,
Yeah.
we have a world record. One of the first world records. I don't even understand what this means. We have.
I've never heard of this world record. I mean, I've heard of running, but I haven't heard of this
I don't know what that
event.
is.
Yeah.
And then
According, go ahead. I'm sorry.
there's also a really, that's a fascinating event. The Barkley Marathon, not Charles Barkley, but it's a crazy event with a really weird, unfortunate history.
Huh.
But we have good news that we have a doggy that had its head stuck in a tire, but they freed him.
Before we get too far away from the hustle, apparently, according to the internet, and it knows everything, the hustle is a formal dance with a partner. You have to do it with someone. It's not like a solo thing.
Well, how about that?
How about that?
I'll be damned. Huh.
Well, I was not aware of that, and you can bury me, and if I'm not aware of it, I'll be
Did you
okay.
dance at your wedding?
No, I believe I was busy writing checks.
Well, you know what? There's nothing like
That's
an
romantic.
event where you can relate to it with a warm memory.
Yes.
Brings a tear to your eye, doesn't it?
You don't slow dance with your gal in the
Weren't
kitchen
you-
while you're doing dishes.
Were you there at the bar
I
at his
was
wedding?
there,
And we were
yes.
all standing around. The only thing we were doing was asking, where's the most expensive bottle of whatever
I felt
you
really
had?
bad.
And we were drinking it dry.
Yeah.
So you were writing checks. Yeah,
Yes.
That's,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So fun.
At one point, I got pulled away from the festivities by the manager with the basic question was, "Who the hell's paying for this?" That was a good time.
That happened. Yeah,
Okay.
good times indeed.
I
Right
think
now-
George Lopez was in charge of that.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show, sponsored by BetterHelp. What this is all about is therapy and helping you decide what really matters to you, what's making you happy, what's good for you. And BetterHelp has access to some 35,000 plus therapists. And the beauty of this is it's all done online. You take a little questionnaire. It'll match you up with a licensed therapist. You can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. But the idea, of course, is to make it that much more simple for you to access the therapy because you're doing it online as well. So you can do it like as a Zoom call where you can see the therapist, or you can do it just on like a phone call, or you can do it texting back and forth. Whatever works for you. It's about flexibility and convenience and your schedule as you work on your life. Therapy can help you find out what matters, and you can do more for others and do more for yourself if you set certain boundaries with your mental health. So give it a shot. You've been thinking about doing therapy. This is a really interesting and easy way to access therapy. So learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. You visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Do the /BT Show thing. That'll knock 10% off your first month. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Now, this portion of the Bob and Tom Show, of course, sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, we have 300 cats, one house. Yikes. We have a good news about a doggy and a couple cool world records and the Cadbury Bunny tryouts. They have a winner. We'll find out. It's not a chicken. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, this is Carl Lewis, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Flash Traffic with Carl Lewis. I'm Mark Allison. Hey, thanks so much for joining us on Bob and Tom Radio. Did you know you could win a brand new 4K smart TV courtesy of Orange Insoles? It's true. Head to bobandtom.com/contest to register to win. It's free. All you have to do is sign up. We're going to give the TV away, and someone's going to win it. And why not you? That's right. Perhaps I'm speaking just to you. That TV is yours. Sign up, bobandtom.com/contest. Good luck from all of us here at the Bob and Tom Show. We know one of our great listeners is going to win, and that's all we care about. And thanks to our friends at Orange Insoles. Check them out at orangeinsoles.com. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Major League Baseball Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani says he never bet on sports, and interpreter Ippei Mizuhara stole money from him and told lies. Ohtani held a news conference at Dodger Stadium yesterday, 5 days after Mizuhara was fired by the Dodgers following reports from the Los Angeles Times and ESPN about his alleged ties to an illegal bookmaker and debts well over $4.5 million. Ohtani spoke for 12 minutes, referring to a document in front of him. He did not take questions. The NFL owners meeting taking place in Orlando, Florida, and they've decided to eliminate what's called the hip drop tackle. NFL team owners voted unanimously to approve that rule that bans players from using a swivel technique to take down an opponent. The violation will result in a 15-yard penalty and could ultimately result in fines for players. Women in action last night in the NCAA basketball tournament. Caitlin Clark raised her arms and walked across the court, pumping her fist, and made a heart with her hands. She bid farewell to her fans who came to see her play one last time at Carver Hawkeye Arena in Iowa City last night. Number 1 seed Iowa just beat West Virginia 64-54 last night. West Virginia seeded number 8. She said she's forever grateful for the support shown by Iowa fans. She had 32 points last night. NBA action last night. Your winners: Cleveland, Brooklyn, Atlanta, New York, San Antonio, Houston, Washington, Dallas, Denver, Sacramento, and Indiana. And in the NHL, just 2 games. The Kings win in regulation, beating Vancouver, and Vegas in overtime, beating the St. Louis Blues. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
I was just moseying down the streets of Vail, Colorado one day, and there was a live band, and it turned out it was Casey and the Sunshine Band. And Casey walks out, he goes, "I know, I put on a lot of weight. Looks more like KFC in the Sunshine Band."
Would you enjoy him better if he were thin?
No, I don't know.
Do you remember what Casey's name is?
Kevin.
Wait a minute. Kevin. If it's Fred, do I get $1?
No, I don't care what his name. I know what his name is, but it's Kevin.
Bob and Tom in the morning, and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
I'm warning you, don't do that.
There's laughter ahead.
I should be having a better time if this is a party.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Kevin Pollak is our guest. This is something that interests me. You do, for example, you do a tremendous Johnny Carson. What are all of your guys going to die off pretty soon? I mean, you've got, is that a concern? Because one of the things about our life now, with all these TV channels out there, there's so little commonality.
Yeah.
You know, we're the classic impressions when we were coming up, you know, was Edward G. Robinson when we were little kids. We're going, who the hell's that?
Yeah.
And now you've got people in their 30s going, Johnny who?
Well, that's why I had to bring along Christopher Walken.
There you go.
For the kids who love him. I'm a huffer at heart. I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video, but I kick it old school.
That's great.
Have you interviewed Christopher Walken?
No.
Okay, well, here's your chance. And keep in mind, all of his thoughts are completely unconnected. So go ahead and ask Christopher Walken anything.
All right, what's your new project, Christopher?
Frankenstein never scared me.
So how long have you been working on the film?
Marsupials do.
And when's its release date?
'Cause they're fast.
They are fast. They are.
Hi, this is comedian Tim Cavanaugh, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie, Titanic.
Oh.
Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell,
single?
are you a
I'm
single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. What happened to today's presentation?
I don't know.
When did it go off the rails? Because it really has.
We'll get back on the rails. Hey, just a couple quick things. We're going to be doing this show on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning from Nation Kitchen and Bar at the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks, Cincinnati, Ohio, USA, right across from the entrance to Great American Ballpark. You can join us 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hope to see you there. Courtesy of 92.5 The Fox. And then a week later and a day, it'll be a special edition of this show live from Charleston, West Virginia. We'll be at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center that morning with a special live comedy show that evening starring Pat Godwin, Jeff Oskay, Josh Arnold, Willie G. Christy and I will be your hosts for that event. Hope to see you there. Tickets for that show available at Ticketmaster. It's going to be the place to be.
You know, that's Tudor's Biscuit World country. That's...
What?
Mm-hmm.
Are these especially delicious?
exciting.
They are especially delicious and large. And,
How does one eat one?
With butter and
sandwich style also. You can get a...
I was just saying, my favorite biscuit place is no longer here. It's,
Oh, really?
What was your favorite biscuit
The
place?
Cooker.
Oh, no.
Yeah, there are still a couple of them. Extant, if you will. Delicious. But we'll have to check those out. What are they called again, Josh?
Tudor's Biscuit World.
And is that T-O-O-T-E-R?
It's actually like the old T-U-D-O-R.
Oh, like a fancy word.
Yeah,
like in
the old
English.
Tudors would be funnier if it was T-O-O-T.
It would be funnier.
Sound like Tootie. Speaking of things that toot.
Tutti Frutti?
How about more sports? What do you got over there?
Do you toot?
Oh,
I
he'll toot.
do if I have to. I bring the house down, ladies and gentlemen. The dogs will raise their head.
Who tooted there?
Do your dogs ever toot and then look around like, what the hell was that? Frankie did that yesterday. Scared her. She scared herself.
The Golden, who just turned, she's 10 and a half,
Aw.
can clear a room with gas. It is awful.
Monkey.
And she started to do this when she gets up.
A little grumbly.
Grumbly and...
Here it comes.
Oh, what?
I won't have to worry about it.
Okay, you'll be okay.
Where was I?
Stupid world records.
British runner Ms. Jasmine Paris
Doesn't that sound like the name of either a stripper or OnlyFans?
Or
Jasmine Paris, yeah.
an undercover spy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Works for Man from Uncle?
It's a beautiful name.
Yeah. She's become the first woman to finish the famed Barkley Marathons. And I think there should be a rule if you refer to famed, you should be famous.
Yeah, I'd never heard of the
Anybody here Barkley Marathons? Anybody?
No, but it is a marathon.
And no, it's a marathon. So there's a documentary about it right now.
Huh?
Actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'd like to take a look at that.
It's really odd.
CNN.
What makes it odd?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
We'll keep reading. You'll see.
CNN reports the grueling race consists of 5 loops of around 20 miles each for a total of 100 to 130 miles through, it says here, brushy mountains in Tennessee with an elevation gain of around 63,000 feet.
Sounds cool, but man, that's got to be arduous.
Athletes run the course over 3 sleepless days and nights.
What?
Without aid stations, phones, or GPS.
Oh, my gosh. How do they know where to go?
Is grueling.
They should get rid of this Barkley.
They don't always. What does that mean?
And call it the Nightmare Marathon.
Keep going. You'll see.
Ms. Paris finished with a time of 59 hours, 58 minutes, 21 seconds, just 99 seconds before the 60-hour time limit elapsed.
Oh, okay. So it's all right.
The 40-year-old was just one of 5 finishers.
Oh,
wow.
man.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yes. She was from England, but people come from all over the world to participate in this thing. And,
I think I've seen this now that you're talking about
it's
it.
the history of it's rather odd. I won't go into it, but
she looked a little odd because she was running on the other side of the street.
She was so fast because she was running away from her dentist.
Boy, you find a way.
Yeah, every time.
I think there was a time when that might have been an issue, but I don't think so much anymore.
The history of great English rock stars, it's so funny how many of them early on are never smiling because they have such bad teeth. There's a combination of factors, post-war England didn't have a lot of toothpaste.
Early inbreeding.
But this race, Christy, is so bizarre.
I actually read about this yesterday. I
The
saw
guy
this woman.
that starts the race, that created it, the race starts when he lights a cigarette.
All right.
No, I'm not kidding. That's the
that's
the
exactly
signal
right.
that it's starting.
Okay.
His name is Gary Cantrell. It takes place in Tennessee's Frozen Head State Park.
No thanks.
It's more than an ultra marathon. It's amazing, and most of the people drop out.
And not to mention vomit and crap their pants and cry and
that's an endurance test for sure.
Pee their pants and
the registration fee apparently is a pack of Camel cigarettes. It's just nutty.
What? Is that true?
No.
It says yeah.
That's kind of fun.
It says, fun fact, the race officially begins when the race director lights a cigarette.
But that's for charity. They give them to school kids without cigarettes.
Yeah,
It's
it's
a pretty good charity.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
You never hear about that.
No, it's...
Yeah.
You can still get candy cigarettes. It's very easy.
Yes, you can.
I think on the internet, they don't have them on display at the stores anymore.
Well, no, of course not, but...
Those are still great, man.
Candy cigar. Remember the bubblegum cigars?
Yeah.
Of course.
These candy vapes they have these days. No good.
No fun.
They just don't taste
Now,
very
wait a
good.
second.
Weren't they like El Bubble?
The Nestle's Crunch Vape.
Is there a Nestle's Crunch vape? I might want to try that. Did you get, for all your many children, what have you got, like 9 or 12 now, whatever it is, did you get the cigars, the bubblegum cigars? They have blue and pink ones just for that.
Yeah.
No.
Huh.
Oh, yeah,
Not
instead of
for
actually...
your kids.
Right.
I don't mean
instead of-
passed out to your friends.
To pass out to people.
When you had a baby.
No.
I really like that tradition.
Isn't that nice, passing out cigars?
Yes.
Like real cigars?
Yeah, I think that's a classy, cool tradition.
Yeah, 3 years from now, I want to not have a tongue because I've got tongue cancer.
Doesn't mean you have to
I'll say to my
smoke
kids,
You don't have to smoke it.
Say you were born on a pirate ship.
I was born. Oh, wait a minute. You tried to drink me.
You tried to drink him? That's a generous friend. What's the old... Yeah, you can drink me under the table? There's a joke there somewhere.
The origin of this race is...
I'll be behind the couch.
Really bizarre.
It is bizarre.
You don't want to know about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When he says stuff like that, it means that there's some sort of horrible sexually transmitted disease.
No, trust me.
Somebody
I'll
had
tell you
some
off the air.
horrible.
You
All right, well.
Trust me. You don't want
How many participants, Tom, did it say?
Let me hang on a
How many started?
This is where I come in and say, if you're worried and upset about the angle where this gets incredibly troubling, we wouldn't have known anything about this.
Yeah, you
No,
just
but
leave it
there's
out.
a couple
Right.
there's a couple things you'll like, Josh. First of all, it says here the race has a 99% dropout rate.
Well, congratulations.
And no one finished between 2017 and 2020.
Congratulations to anyone who attempts it.
But listen to this. It's really confusing as to how you find your way. But it says athletes must rip out a page corresponding to their bib number.
Okay.
So they have, in other words, you'll find at each checkpoint there's a paperback book. You have to find the page with your bib number, rip it out, and then move on.
So if you're wearing 71, you got to rip out
Grab
page
page
71.
71.
Yeah. All right.
That's kind of cool.
It's kind of stupid.
And kind of, the whole thing is weird.
Well, it also kind of lets them know
That you
who
didn't
is-
cheat.
or who didn't get eaten by a black bear.
Yeah.
You don't get the Rosie Ruiz. I took the subway around the mountain in Tennessee. Okay, I'm sorry. So let's move on. Thank you, because this other world record's really stupid.
Oh,
Stupid.
Not like that one.
Well, that one's arduous and difficult. And
a fitness trainer from Brooklyn, New York, has broken 2 Guinness World Records for lunging.
what does that mean?
Lunging.
You go down on one knee.
You don't do lunges when you work out?
You go forward, like on one knee, spread your...
Yeah.
here we
Yeah.
go.
Wait a
Here's
second.
Christy to demonstrate.
There's a forward lunge.
That's
there
a
she
forward
goes.
lunge.
Yeah, she's doing
Right about here, she'll fart.
Yeah.
See?
Oh, she's been ripping ass the whole time.
I told you.
Then reverse lunges are when you step backwards and do it.
And then you fall and hurt
So
your
this
head.
guy lunged around New York City?
And then the Nestea lunge is when you drink an iced tea and you...
That's plunge.
Oh, that's a plunge.
Iced tea plunge.
It's kind of like John Cleese used to do the silly walk.
So what did this guy do?
It was a girl, wasn't it?
No, fitness trainer, Mr. Austin Head.
Okay, no, that sounds like a porn star.
Well, it's Murray's brother. One night in Bangkok and the world's your oyster.
Doesn't Austin Head sound like a gay porno guy?
From Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including Austin Head. Oh, dear God, what is that thing?
Mr. Austin Head smashed the previous record for the most lunges an hour male after performing a total of 2,825 lunges in 60 minutes. Your thighs would become engorged in flames.
You know what, Christy? He may be doing those like jumping lunge things where it's real quick, back to back.
Yeah, I
each
don't
leg.
know. Well, that's a side lunge.
You just do them in place.
Let
You don't
me
move
see.
forward. Yeah.
World.
The 30-year-old
record.
trainer, Mr. Austin Head, is a trainer for Lifetime Fitness. Lunged 2.14 miles in 60 minutes to achieve the time.
Oh, so he did. He was moving. That's insanity. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they show him. Here he is.
Insane.
They interviewed his knees. We have audio of that.
Man.
As they interviewed his balls, they went,
I used to belong to Lifetime Fitness. Great place.
oh, he's being followed by a bunch of people. Right after this picture was taken, they mugged him.
Hey, as soon as he's done with this, we got
New York City.
Well, good for you. Congratulations.
That's
Now, didn't you get a lunch record?
I did. I ate 2.5 miles of lunch.
It was a one long Philly cheesesteak.
Now, Josh, didn't you set a record eating lunch? Is what
That's what he said.
It's just.
You know, but and you know what really hurts? I'll later on today I'll get a text from my brothers.
Right.
As though I'm not on the text. Hey, did you hear what Tom said about Josh earlier? He broke a record for eating lunch. Yeah, it was awesome. And I just have to read that.
He's working for Rawlings. You had a break. You were in Philadelphia. Said, when in Rome, I had a 12-foot subway.
For lunches.
Lunch record.
Lunch.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got lunches and lunges.
Well, yeah. That's. I mean, he was actually doing something.
Yeah. That's even funnier. I just thought he was picking on you. He
was.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I
thought there was no
completely
connection,
undeserved.
though. Absolutely none of it.
Totally undeserved.
A baseball team in Maine.
So fat. I'm so fat. I am the fattest. I am fat. Nobody's better than me. Nobody's better than me. All I do, I eat and jerk and eat. Take them panties off and put the salami on. Pack me with the breadstick. Pack me with the breadstick. I'm so sad.
Now I want breadsticks.
You never get to hear the end, usually.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And say you've been losing a lot of weight. You're looking good. You're going to ruin the whole bit.
No. You can be any size and still be fat. You can act fat no matter what size you are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Boy, I did at dinner last night. I'm not going to.
Oh, you got.
Oh, I ate a lot. It was
Really?
good. That was good.
3 beans and a piece of lettuce.
Yeah.
No.
What did you have?
I went
pretty big
crazy.
salad.
I had a teaspoon of Cool Whip. It was nuts.
What did you have?
Why did I say something?
I don't know.
I had mixed vegetables with garlic tofu sauce and.
Oh, gee, what's that? 4
brown rice.
calories and
No,
some kind
it
of
was huge. It
religious
was a big
pamphlet to go
plate. Oh, it was so
say your
good.
prayers for you
I've
to
got
jump off a building.
It does sound real good.
I've got a riddle
really
for you.
was
What's
good.
the difference between what you ate last night and vomit?
It sounds like the Buddha's feast.
It was kind of like that.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Nothing is.
What'd you have last night, Josh?
Last night for dinner, sushi. I had 2 rainbow rolls.
Oh, no.
Oh,
On
we
a
had
Monday.
sushi too.
Well,
Yeah.
You know what they say?
rainbow rolls.
Never order fish on a Monday.
You know what? I came in here and told him that once,
I know.
and he's never
You're
forgot.
responsible.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said you never get sushi on Monday because they don't get deliveries. You don't see people getting deliveries on Sunday, do you?
It was so fresh and good, so I'm not too worried.
What did I do yesterday? What did I?
What'd you have for dinner?
I had Chinese, I think. Chinese?
Well, see, that's what we had.
I'm a big chicken on a
Ace
stick
is something, a lot of preservatives, I'm guessing.
I had chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice. Okay, very good, very good.
Sounds delicious.
Okay, very good.
You had chicken and eggs?
I had chicken sausage and scrambled eggs.
And of course, as any chef will tell you, you boiled
the sausages. Low in oil and fat. Yes,
I am surprised that we're just like a week away from Easter, and you haven't mentioned your coloring eggs or anything.
Yeah.
The girls are out of town.
Are you going to have to do it by yourself and surprise them when they get back?
Good idea.
Well, the Easter Bunny came while you guys were gone.
And I'm very old school. I like the old way where you had to boil the water.
Is there a new way to
Is there a new? Yeah, I'm
dye
with Chick.
eggs?
Is there a new way?
Yeah, it's just these stupid tablets and.
What? That's
No,
the
you
way
use the
paws used to
tablets.
be. Yeah, you put in the
With boiling
you don't have to boil the
vinegar
water.
and
You don't have to boil the water anymore. I'm sure.
No
it's,
kidding?
Yeah, I'm sure it's much more toxic and dangerous.
Remember the little metal ring
Yes,
thing that you would
absolutely.
You have to know that some poor slob at one point got one of those rings stuck in the inappropriate place.
Oh, wrapped around the old.
Hey, check it out. It's around my
It's around your dinner table leg.
table leg. Check it out.
Yeah, Billy's weird. He put it up as Keister.
Hey, check it
Easter
out.
Keister, he calls. He thinks it's funny.
I remember those cheap little bunnies and you put the egg in the middle of it for it to stand up. And then
No, the worst thing was when you were a kid, you'd get the chocolate bunny bite into it. It was hollow.
Yeah.
What joke that
the
was?
hell is this?
What kind of a scam is this?
Yeah.
Come on.
Get it out of here.
just like my life.
I used to throw them right back in my ground.
Hollow.
This is unchristian. This is a hollow Easter egg. Well,
We have Cadbury eggs in the news, kind of.
Oh, I love them.
and something called.
Caramel eggs.
I like the caramel.
We
eggs.
do. I think we have a bonus world record.
Bonus. Coming up.
Yeah, and I was not familiar with a whoopie pie.
Well,
they still make those?
Yeah, we're going to
Whoopie
find out.
pies?
We'll find out about the world record in whoopie
it's in the
pies next.
Boston cream family.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you
Now, your kids are, 11 is your son, right?
Yes, correct.
How old's your daughter?
6.
6. Okay, great.
Yeah,
she
She still gets away with stuff, probably. 6 years old.
She's so
Just 'cause
funny
she's
that I
cute.
just refuse to punish her for anything.
Right.
She came up from kindergarten one day and she goes, "Dad, Stacy and I were playing catch and she hit me right in the balls." She only has an older brother. She's only heard that area referred to as that. A good dad would tell her that she's wrong. I am not going to do that. I have chosen to use that to my advantage. She'll be on her first date making out with some dude and she'll be like, "Touch my ball." Guess who's done making out? Until at least college, because now everyone in high school thinks she has balls. Thanks, Facebook.
Best daddy. Come on.
Ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Oh. Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Bofa on the front.
What?
Bofa on the front.
What are we talking about?
D's nuts on the back. The new T-shirts. What do you think?
What are they going to say again?
Bofa
on the front.
And then on the back, D's nuts. And another T-shirt.
Uh-oh. You're having chest pains.
Wait a minute. Hold it. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm fine. I do very well. But I don't know what on the back yet. What do you think? Are you recording this?
Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, chick.
Yes, Ace.
What kind of dog lives in a toilet?
What kind of dog lives in a toilet? What kind of dog?
A poodle.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the
All
day.
right. I'm glad you didn't go the Shih Tzu route.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Don't.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
She's a former exotic dancer and adult film star with a rack as big as the Grand Tetons. Now, she's a small claims court judge, and all her decisions are final. Catch the hot new show from Bob and Tom Television. She's sexy. She's stacked. She's Jugs Judy.
This court is now in session. And before we get started, let's take a moment to let our bailiff introduce himself.
Hi, I'm Bob Gavoyan. Jugs Judy, may I say that you look absolutely stunning today. You certainly are one gorgeous lady.
Why, thank you, Bob. You keep flirting like that, and my gavel won't be the only thing getting banged today. My, it's a little warm in here. Does anyone mind if I loosen my robe?
Your Honor, that's what I call Exhibit
Double D.
Bob, meet me in my chambers after court. I'd love to go through your briefs. Oh, and bring your handcuffs.
Yes, ma'am.
Judge Judy. It's a guilty pleasure. Available only on Bob and Tom Television.
This court is adjourned. Now let's all go to my place for margaritas and skinny dipping. Bob.
Catch Judge Judy only on the Bob and Tom Television Network.
Hi, this is comedian Sean Morey, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Pizza Hut, apparently, is going to start delivering cold beer along with their food.
No kidding.
They started the testing beer delivery program in Phoenix, Arizona.
And it passed with flying colors.
Yeah, everyone took it.
Yeah.
So how do you prove that you're of legal age?
The company told Fortune magazine it plans to expand that.
I'd like a large pizza, please.
And 40 beers.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
How to win those tickets.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Talking candy cigarettes today. They didn't have toy beer either, did they? Did they have why didn't they have like a toy beer?
We kind of treated root beer as our.
Oh, sure.
Like, hey, what if this were a real beer?
Right. Remember those little plastic tubes filled with sugar water?
The waxy.
Just awful. Those waxy bottles.
And that had to be the purest form of sugar known to modern man.
Absolutely.
I didn't care for those at all.
And
you
Really?
guys liked them?
No, pixie sticks.
Those wax.
Pixie sticks were great.
True. Those are badass.
That's a candy cocaine.
Didn't they have like vampire teeth?
Yes.
And it was full of like a juice or something.
Sick.
Bite
Yep.
in and suck
None
it
of that
out.
was good.
No.
What the hell's wrong with you? That was all great.
Oh, I didn't like any of it. But maybe because
Why? No gravy?
when I was that's what you had as a kid. By the time when I was a kid, we had whatchamacallits and Rolos. We had real candy.
No,
you didn't have sugar, water, and wax.
you had health freaks from the government dictating canceling all of our candy.
No, that didn't happen until
cigarettes.
What happened to sugar smacks? Some commie in the United States government got rid of them.
Hey, Josh, use a dictate in a sentence.
My dictate funny.
Let's just let that settle for a while.
That's exactly what I'm
I think I gave you that.
Where was I? Oh, I know.
We're on the stupid world, right?
Clearly time for a palate cleanser.
Oh.
Yeah, baby. Who's that sexy man with the deep voice? It's Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
What happened to the girls?
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
You try to mix it up, and what do you get?
Oh, you try to mix
Well, I'm kind of a warning.
Oh.
I lost a lot of money investing in this firm that was going to put out life-size Henry Winkler dolls.
Is that right?
It was a Fonzie scheme.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
That is very silly.
Yes. Silly. A Fonzie scheme.
Oh, that's a very good joke. Thank you very much.
You know, by the way, Fonzie, I learned this on a podcast out of Henry Winkler's mouth. If you want to poo-poo this, you remember the motorcycle he used to ride on Happy Days?
Sure.
9 times out of 10, it wasn't him riding it. He was terrified of the motorcycle, for starters.
Of course.
And the motorcycle was the same one that Steve McQueen used in The Great Escape.
No way.
Same motorcycle.
So that's two of the most famous motorcycles in pop culture.
Absolutely.
Are the same motorcycle.
Same motorcycle. I think they're Triumphs, I think.
His autobiography is really good. I listened to it.
He's considered by almost everyone to be the nicest guy ever in Hollywood.
I thought the title was weird. Twinkle, Winkler, Little Star. Odd. Why go with that?
And what is he? He has severe dyslexia, right?
Severe dyslexia.
So he can't
And
read his own
wasn't
book?
diagnosed till late in life.
Well, they didn't know about it then because they were too busy making sugar smacks the way God intended.
I don't think.
I want sugar back in the title of
No, no.
cereals. They should have a cereal called Sugar.
You know,
it's sugared cubes.
It was the companies.
Oh, honey.
The cereal companies changed the name.
No, there was some government Nazi telling them what to do.
Cereal girl.
No, they went, hey,
we're gonna
parents aren't buying this anymore because sugar's in the word.
No, parents were buying. We loved it.
I know, I'm telling you, I had to take a class on this.
You mean corporate America didn't like the name Sugar Pops?
Because people went, hey, sugar's bad for you. We can't buy this anymore. And they went, we'll just change it to Smacks or Pops.
Sugar won World War II, my friend.
I'm not complaining.
No, it wasn't
Cigarettes.
sugar. It was
Camel-
methamphetamines.
Camel cigarettes.
The sugar lobby has so much blood on their hands. It's outrageous.
What?
Because they came in the 80s, they were like, fat is bad, fat's terrible, fat's awful, and really it wasn't that bad for you, and sugar was killing everyone.
There's a school of thought that says you should stay away from all white powder.
Oh, yeah.
There is.
Avoid white powder.
Especially cocaine.
Well, that's, or rat poison.
Unless you want to have fun, then you should.
What about Desenex?
Desenex? What is that?
Do you use Desenex?
What is Desenex?
You must. It's foot powder.
Foot powder?
You use every health and beauty aid available to men, don't you? You really do.
How many powders do you use a day?
Do you hold your sock up? Yes or no? Do you hold a sock up, take the Desenex, and shake it into the sock?
No, you take the sock.
Okay.
You don't hold the you take the squirter thing.
Right.
You put the sock on it.
You put the sock on the squirter.
Turn it upside down, then poof.
So he essentially is doing what you just asked him.
And then the problem, then when you put it on, it flies all over your closet. So all my clothes are coated. Looks like my jackets have dandruff.
Oh my God. What else do you use? You Ivory soap?
God.
Ivory soap, absolutely.
What about deodorant? What kind of deodorant? Like
it's called Tom's.
Tom's deodorant?
Scent free.
I know what that is.
Do you take Geritol for healthy blood or whatever the hell they were?
Seritan. It's nature is backwards. Iron poor blood.
Yeah.
Geritol. That was a scam.
That had to have been a scam.
Do you have Werther's butterscotch in your house right now?
No.
I wouldn't blame you. Those are delicious.
They are delicious.
I don't eat candies.
I think those get a bad rap. Kids like Werther's for the most part, I think.
I think you're right.
The kids like
What is
sugar pops.
I do too.
Why doesn't could I start a company where we bring back have sugar pops, Frosted Flakes coated in real sugar? Just go for it.
What is your guilty pleasure? If you could eat whatever you wanted, I can't eat that because I'm on special diet. What would you eat?
A giant pile of mashed potatoes, meatloaf with a lot of gravy.
All right.
Fair enough. Now, see, that's real.
And 2 softball-sized humps of corn.
2 softball size.
You can't have
just
corn?
like
humps of corn.
Huh?
You can't have corn?
Well, too much butter.
That sounds like a good meal.
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
it's great.
That is
Mashed potatoes, come on.
Yes.
Meatloaf, nothing's better.
Do you have your mom's meatloaf recipe?
My sister does.
She does?
Janet, and she's listening right now. Send it to me, please. She sent me a thing saying, I mentioned the true story of how we had the young woman who traded her Freddie and the Dreamers album.
Yep.
She got that and gave away the Beatles.
Mm-hmm.
I was given by my brother Jim the album Layla, and without even opening it, I traded it for Crosby, Stills, and Nash, 408 Street, an audio turd, if there ever was one.
Wasn't there...
And John Mellencamp on this show, when asked why he didn't do a live album, said because 408 Street taught him never to do one.
Wow.
Fair enough.
He's since made a very good one himself.
Wasn't there a rumor that the 408 Street was recorded at the wrong speed or something? And
No, they had the mics on and the band was...
No, Crosby was on speed.
Yeah, the band was probably high at the time. The point is, bad trades can be made.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth, that was an infamous trade.
Those were the days. Now, it's time for us to move forward into the world of sports once again.
One more time. World record. Into the breach. A baseball team in Maine announced that it has officially taken the Guinness World Record for the longest line of whoopie pies.
I had to Google this.
You've never had a whoopie pie?
No.
The Portland Sea Dogs teamed up with the Maine Whoopie Pie Festival.
Can I interrupt? Wasn't Sea Dog the mascot of Cap'n Crunch?
Yeah.
Yeah. I look here, Christy. It says
Cap'n Crunch, the mascot of Cap'n Crunch?
Yeah.
Cap'n Crunch had Sea Dog, though.
Sea Dog was...
just being a wise man.
Originally, there was Sea Dog, and then before he went to sea, he also had a rabbit at his house. Sea Hare.
Fell right into that,
and then
didn't
Sea Hare had
God.
Sea Hare had
couldn't let me do it.
Sea Hare had a seal named Patooey. Here we go. The classic whoopie pie. Fluffy, moist cocoa cakes sandwiched together with a creamy marshmallow fluff filling.
Pretty good.
Yeah, they're good.
So it looks like a big Oreo meets a Frisbee, kind of.
Yeah, I can't believe you never had
I
one.
don't like marshmallows except
And
in
you don't like
s'mores.
coconut either, do
No,
you?
hate it.
Yeah.
There's coconut on a whoopie pie?
Yeah, I think so.
No, that's not right.
Not the recipe here.
Whoopie Pie had a celebrity endorser for a while, Ted Danson. He loved that whoopie.
Oh, very funny.
He put his face right in that whoopie
Oh,
pie.
yeah.
You couldn't tell it was him, though.
Well, there was that one night. Wasn't there?
What was he thinking when he did that?
You think sometimes he wakes up at 3 a.m. and goes, oh, I really did that?
Yeah. You know that'll be the second paragraph of his obit. That's the worst thing, knowing it. All the great things he did, and that's going to be in there.
You know what? We'll have the rest of this record when we come back.
All right.
So for
We've run out of time.
Okay, well, we have more time. Coming up, we have bootlegging in the world of sex toys. Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah.
Bootlegging?
Bootlegging.
Bootlegging. You said, I swear, you said bootlegging.
Bootlegging sounds like the sidekick
of Sea Dog and Sea Hare and Bootleg and Captain Crunch.
and Patooey. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube.
We were talking about racial stereotyping because you're a golfer.
Yes.
And I know that we were talking about golf off the air, but a lot of stereotypes in the world. Certainly, one of them about Asians in sports, and I think that's really now really being changed, particularly in the world of baseball, basketball. It's huge changes.
It's great.
15, 20 years ago, you didn't really see that as much.
It's great. I love seeing Asians in sports, and yeah, as you said, Major League Baseball, the real sports. You know, we're not talking ping pong or pie gal poker or base juggling with your feet or really hard Sudoku problems or competitive hot dog eating or breaking ice blocks with your forehead or dancing back up for Gwen Stefani, the real sports. That's great because before, if I wanted to cheer for Asians in sports, the people I had was Michelle Kwan and half of Tiger Woods.
that was it. That was it.
That's it.
Wow.
And you know, Tiger. Let's talk about him. You know, I don't know which half of Tiger made him want to cheat, but I think we can all agree which half drove into the tree. So.
Brett Michaels is our guest, and can we talk music for just a second?
Sure.
You got a lot of TV stuff going on, of course, but this all started for you as a musician.
Right.
And let's go way back. Very first band that actually had a gig that you were in.
That was Laser. And let me explain the ridiculousness of the comedy of errors that is my life. We decided we wanted the AC/DC Lightning Bolt / Kiss Z. It was like an S. So we were Laser, Lazer. Right. Then we had no money for a backdrop like Kiss had, right? So we decided we took one of the old school, I'm going way back, old school bed sheets. You remember they used to make those 3D looking bedspreads that have like a tiger or a, so we had the band Laser with a tiger backdrop. That was our backdrop. And then we went to Chess King, where we bought.
Love it.
Yes.
Chess King. Are they even still around anymore?
No, wait. I'm going back a few years.
I know you are.
I got our members only jackets, and we stopped into Chess King at the Capital City Mall, and they only had 3 of the 4 aluminum foil looking members only chromish jackets, and 3 of the 4 members had to walk around with it, and the other member, the drummer, was left out. And then we would change off the jackets, and we had our first gig in Marlin, or my friend Marlin at Jan's basement, charged 25 cents, and about 6 of the neighborhood kids came down, and we played a couple Kiss songs, and then what we didn't know, we just put the record on and played along. You know, we played along. Like, we don't know all of this song. We know the beginning of Rock and Roll All Night, and then we referenced the album after that.
Look at that.
Great.
Laser.
And may I ask what particular hair configuration was happening for you at that point?
It was, again, a combination of awful. We hadn't gotten that far.
A combination of awful and what?
We hadn't gotten
the other part.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. I know that a little bit. You know?
We have a phone call.
Hold on. Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, man, it's Donnie. Bye.
Hey, Donnie.
Hang on 1 second, Donnie. We got a special guest in the studio.
Hey, is Brent there?
He's here.
Brett's here,
There you go.
Hey, Donnie.
Thought you
it ain't poison. Just like Journey with that Puerto Rican from Mexico. I'll say it right to Neil Sean.
That's right.
Christy, could you make it any more obvious?
What?
We're just talking at work making fun of you.
What are you talking about?
Is that Hurricane Earl in your panties? Or you just happy to see him today?
Thanks, Donnie.
All right, thanks, Donnie. Oh, yeah.
Thanks very much.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show.
Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
At Nike, we know that to get a job done, you need the right shoe. Michael Jordan doesn't step on the court without his Nike Air Jordans. And Jose Impalero doesn't step into the streets of Pamplona without his Air Toro. Air Toro. Once you strap on these bright red steer hide zapatos, you'll be ready to run for your life.
Yes, hello, this is Jose Impalero. You know, when I put on my Air Toros, I feel like I can... Oh no. Oh, mi Dios. Oh, no, Toro. Toro. Help me, somebody.
Air Toros. People would walk over you to get this shoe. Air Toros. Hemingway may have worn khakis, but he never got to wear Air Toros. Plenty of other famous people love their Air Toros. People like Gore Vidal, Bruce Hornsby, Red Skelton, and the Chicago Bulls. So, hoof it on over to your favorite shoe store, Air Toros.
No, Toro. Toro.
Air Toros. Just do it.
Good morning, sunshine. Bob and Tom Radio.
With us in the studio, comedian Chad Daniels. Your wife is a college professor.
Yes.
Are you a college man?
No.
Ah.
That makes for
interesting contrast.
And her friends always remind me of it.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Are they all college professors as well?
Most of them.
Mm-hmm.
We were out getting dinner one night, and her friends were like, "So, Chad, have you ever had Indian food?" And I was like, "Hello, Thanksgiving." Aren't you a history professor?
Yeah.
Didn't you know that? She has one friend from England that's always bragging about their language. We invented your language. You didn't have a language if it wasn't for us. Well, you spelled pneumonia with a P, stupid. Nat starts with a G, and you're bragging about that? And she goes, "You know what? They're silent. You know what? You better be silent before I stab you in your face with a knife."
I actually have a sexual fantasy associated with the earthquake.
Go.
Well, I woke chick up. In my fantasy, I am making love to this woman.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, she feels the earth move beneath her.
Ah, yes.
And then she rolls over on top of me and shields me from debris.
Safety first, everybody. Safety first.
Hi, this is Ross Bennett, and you're listening.
Like Josh with cool windows.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes, sir.
There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
I'm Chick McGee. Pat Godwin is under the weather. There's Josh Arnold.
Hope you get better soon, Patty.
And here's Tom. You know, 2 days ago, it was the anniversary of the Breakfast Club. It was Saturday, March 24th, 1984.
Oh, when they actually spent the day in detention?
They all met for detention.
I was like, wait a minute, we don't have a breakfast club here, do we?
March 24th.
I really like that movie.
I did too.
I liked it a lot more than I should have.
I think that the theme song to that is...
That's in my top 10 favorite songs of all time.
Yeah, that is one of the... as soon as you hear that, you identify with the movie.
Yeah.
Simple Minds.
Great song.
Hey.
Yeah, I believe it's parenthetical, don't you, and then forget about me.
That's exactly right.
Yes.
Oh, I love those complicated parentheses.
Yes.
Is there a compilation of
just parenthetical titles?
Songs that have parentheses in them? That'd be fun.
Judy, Paren.
In Disguise.
Yes.
That's what you are.
Judy in Disguise.
That's also one of my favorites.
I love this.
That's what you are.
Lemonade pie.
Are you bleeding?
Perfect blend of pop and psychedelica. Is that a word?
I don't know, but I like it.
I just remember a friend of mine getting kicked out of English class because of that song.
Why?
Alan
glasses.
Kitchler was his name.
Oh, wow.
And,
Jewish much?
he was kicked out of the class because it was a class in Shakespeare, Josh. I'll let you enjoy this.
Okay.
And the professor was going, so-and-so in disguise, Michael in disguise, and then it was in disguise. And then Alan goes, and Judy in disguise, out.
I see.
No sense of humor.
I
No
feel like
kidding.
the teacher would have been like, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Mallon, humorless.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Because Shakespeare wasn't humorless.
I thought you hated Shakespeare.
Oh, I do, but I mean...
You had to take it?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Why do you hate
suffer
Shakespeare?
That's too complicated. I don't get it.
It looks like the most famous Prairie rock and roll song with parentheses in the title. I Will Die on This Hill. It's only rock and roll, Prairie, but I like it.
Ah, yeah.
That's a good one.
Rolling Stones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lesser song.
Who did Judy in Disguise again?
John Fred and his Playboy band.
That's it.
Yes,
Whoa.
that's so amazing.
Was it John Fred in the Playboy?
I think it was.
John
Judy
Fred.
in Disguise.
What would your...
John Fred and his Playboys.
Okay, very
yep.
good.
What, Gary Fred?
No, I couldn't remember, but I remembered the Playboy band. Okay, now, we were in the middle of a world record, if I'm not mistaken.
Otis Redding.
Redding.
a lesser known Otis.
Hello.
He is Otis Redding is a company that gets rid of fleas on your dog.
No, this is Otis Redding with an I.
You say you don't want an elevator anymore? We're Otis Redding.
No. One with an E is very good. I agree. But I'm also available.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Admittedly, a little pitchy, but
Otis Redding. I did it again.
Otis Redding.
Paren, sitting on the dock of the bay.
Sure. That's a good
Sitting
song.
on Paren,
Right.
the dock of the bay.
Yeah.
This is fascinating. Now I'm doing it like he does. Carole King, Paren, you make me feel like, close Paren, a natural woman.
You can also, we can also have a compilation of songs that are kind of two songs in one with a slash between them.
You mean like where one song runs into the other one?
Yeah, like Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding. I believe there's a slash in between those two.
That Journey song, Lights, runs into some other...
and the Kings switching to Glide.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beat goes on.
Beat goes on, yeah.
Yeah, you got to sing along to that.
Wasn't he married to like...
Chrissy Hynde.
Chrissy Hynde?
Yeah.
Chrissy Hynde is a size 15 foot.
Whoa.
Really?
True story.
Fetishists take note.
Completely false.
It's impossible to knock her over.
Now, are there songs that are all parentheses?
Oh, God.
Well, then they wouldn't have a title, would they? Or no? What?
That'll be weird. Okay, sorry. Could we get back to our world record?
Where were we?
Stupid world record.
Baseball team in Maine announced it's officially taken the Guinness World Record for the longest line of whoopie pies. The Portland Sea Dogs teamed up with the Maine Whoopie Pie Festival. I always wanted to go to Maine, and I love whoopie pies. And Wicked Whoopies to attempt the record for the longest line of whoopie pies in June of last year. But the process of having it verified at a Guinness World Record took several months. The team said the official certificate will be presented to the team tonight.
How exciting.
2,121 whoopie pies were arranged in a straight line before being reorganized into an image of a massive whoopie pie.
Sometimes pie is better.
And served to attendees of the baseball team's game.
It would be really cool if they had a special handout tonight.
Yeah?
Whoopie cushions.
Oh.
Celebrating the whoopie pie. Everybody would sit down.
That's an effective whoopee cushion right there.
A little water in
Yeah,
that.
somebody filled it with pudding.
Yikes.
That sounded like there was Vaseline in there or something.
Yeah, that is rough.
Real running.
Okay, sorry. That's actually the sound of a whale.
It is, and not farting, a whale speaking.
Trying to talk.
Yeah.
To the trainer.
Okay. What is that sports?
That's sports, Daddy.
Okay, thank you very much, Chick McGee.
This is what you farted for.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, always be a good sport. Christy.
Bullies in the news.
Bullies in the
A
news.
study spanning 5 decades has found that playground bullies are more likely to earn more money in middle age.
No, really? Let's not
encourage that.
The cool thing about this study,
Yeah.
it was funded by other guys' lunch money.
Can we fact check this somehow?
Researchers at the University of Essex assessed children when they were 10 years old in 1980, matched it to their lives at the age of 46 in 2016.
So I guess assertiveness or something like that.
Probably, yeah.
I know if a guy's a dick when he's in the 8th grade, he stays a dick and becomes your boss.
Maybe he doesn't stay a dick per se. He turns that into assertiveness.
Yes, or very good at sales, if you will.
Yeah.
They found that children
I got
who
a
just-
sales meeting 3 o'clock sharp at the flagpole. I'm going to kick your ass.
or
Wasn't
buy
that-
this bond or I'm going to kick your ass.
Wasn't that the worst thing ever when stuff like that would happen and you have to wait all day?
I was never involved in anything like that. You
I think
were?
that happened once or twice.
Oh,
Great movie, 3 O'clock High.
3 O'clock High is a magnificent movie.
Casey Samasco or whatever.
Casey's, it's about a fight going to happen at 3 o'clock. 3 O'clock High.
That's a good high school flick.
Wow.
There's not going to be any fight today. And then somebody punches him right in the face.
They found that children who displayed aggressive behavior at school were more likely to earn more money, have higher job satisfaction, and be in more desirable jobs. Researchers caution that their findings do not mean that parents should encourage their kids to misbehave.
No way.
No.
Yeah.
You want to be a success? Be a prick. Beat up your fellow classmates. Well, good to know. Thank you.
And thank goodness, so many anti-bullying campaigns out there doing good stuff.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
but today now, it's digital bullying.
Brutal.
It's reached a new level of...
Yes. Yeah. Brutal.
Brutal.
Godspeed to all you youngins out there.
A New York City sex toy manufacturer is accused of bootlegging another company's designs. In a complaint filed in U.S. District Court in Arizona, Bad Dragon Enterprises says its sculptural products have been illegally copied by a company known as Sin Saint. Sin Saint advertises its toys as ethically manufactured in Brooklyn, USA. Bad Dragon alleges that Sin Saint has been selling duplicates of 13 of its fantasy-themed dildos.
Oh, yes.
Including Spritz the Sea Dragon.
Remember we looked some of these up, Christy? They're just weird.
Tyson the Water Buffalo. Kelvin the Ice Dragon. And Virgil the Drippy Dragon.
Ugh.
These are
dildos.
That's right. I'm Virgil the Drippy Dragon. How are you?
Please wipe your nose, Virgil.
Bad Dragon is seeking an order that prohibits Sin Saint from continuing any further alleged copyright infringement and seeks disgorgement of all of defendants' profits related to the artificial penises.
Disgorgement?
That's what it says.
Sounds like what you do after an eating contest.
Yeah.
Well,
You
time
refund
for
it,
Time for the disgorgement.
So they're claiming that they've copywritten the design of a rubber dildo?
Yes, and the colorful silicone toys feature scales, tentacles, suction cups, and other design elements meant to mimic the genitalia of dragons, sea creatures, and other...
Wait a minute.
There's this whole fantasy niche out there
Oh,
that
my
they love this. I mean, Game of Thrones certainly imprinted on some.
I mean,
Yeah.
how do you know what the genitalia of a dragon looks like?
Well, it's all in your imagination,
These artists
Tom.
have decided, and
So they're saying that they're copying the same.
Yeah.
Wow. You know, what happened to the good old days when it was down to earth with good old donkey dick?
yes, those good old days.
You know, you don't have to. You don't have to have a. You don't have to have a unicorn schlong.
I don't think. Never mind.
This cosplay, anime craze,
It's
the
big.
fantasy, it is.
It's huge.
Girls want some want the old dragon.
The old wizard.
I saw one. On the internet the other day. It's called the hibachi. I'm not sure what that does, but I think you have to use charcoal.
They haven't recalled that yet.
Yikes. Well.
Okay. Well, good luck to everybody in the lawsuit, and have fun.
Let me tell you about Simply Safe, the design-it-yourself, do-it-yourself home security system. I use this baby at my compound, always have, and you should too. Experts and customers love Simply Safe. Comprehensive protection inside and out with high-definition cameras. Simply Safe named the best home security system of 2024 by U.S. News & World Report, and also recognized for best customer service in home security by Newsweek. Advanced technology protects every room, window, and door of your home, while cameras keep watch for suspicious activity 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Also backed by 24/7 professional monitoring for around less than $1 a day. And it's oh so easy to install the system yourself. Or, yes, you can have a technician from Simply Safe install the system for you. And Simply Safe has a 60-day risk-free trial. I've never heard of this, but if you don't love your system, you can return it for a full refund. And yes, we have a deal for you. Protect your home today. Bob and Tom Show listeners get a special 20% off any new Simply Safe system when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. Simplysafetom.com. Go there now. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Okay, Christy, I Googled Spritz the Sea Dragon. This is like buying a jacket online.
What does that mean?
You choose your color. There is a quote-unquote sizing tool. I'm not kidding.
Was this a size? Do you fit it over your...
This is really complicated, and it looks like it's, I'll be delicate here, multi-orifice friendly, I guess would be the best way to say this.
I see.
Multi-orifice friendly.
Wow.
And there's a color code and a color wheel. This is a really serious business. I had no idea this was out there. Once again, from Bad Dragon. Wow. Well worth a look, just for the amusement of, I guess, of it. Coming up, speaking of amusing, we have bears in the news in a fun way. We have astronaut news, Kate Winslet, the very fine actress, and Titanic news. And good news about doggies and bad news about what happens if you pee your pants on The Price is Right. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, man, it's Donnie Baker. It's come to my knowledge and attention that some dick named Scott Potasniks, Potsickers, whatever his last name is, has been bragging about going behind the scenes. Well, I got a backstage pipe. I had a backstage pipe. I'm allowed in here. This is a recording studio where Bob and Tom do a lot of their stuff. It's called the Static Shack. I swear to God, man, look at this right here. Spiral staircase. I mean, this is as close as I'll ever come to visiting Graceland. Man, the fact remains they've got everything here. Look at this. They got twin towers. That's what I call them. One commode next door to another commode. I swear to God, you could drop a deuce and play Battleship. This right here is the actual behind the scenes of the Bob and Tom store. I bet you didn't know they had a store. They have to. It's state law. And if you buy stuff from bobandtom.com, you have to get it here. All kinds of tapes, countless tapes. Even got a computer, and look, mobile staircase on wheels. You can make your own Paula Abdul videos. They even got Donnie Baker tapes. I swear to God they do. This one's mine. Prove it. And I don't care if there's a barcode. Don't fit. Yeah, man, there's more halls here than Al Capone's vaults from during medieval times. Matter of fact, somebody's in here working. Hey, man, I got a backstage pass. PJ Yingers does a bunch of the artwork on the Bob and Tom albums and stuff. And he don't care. We come in here, sit on the couch and everything. Now, I swear to God he does. I'm allowed in here. And we chit-chat and do all... And what are you going to do about... Man, they've got everything here. This is basically Bob and Tom's Hall of Fame. You can see the Bob and Tom band, and obviously you can tell Bob's a big fan of the Beatles. There's so much in here. This is going way back. This is basically Bob and Tom's version of the History Channel. Archival tapes back before AM was even a band. I swear to God, I've looked for my roots in here. It's a lot better than Ancestry.com. Matter of fact, I got a membership and a password, and when I uploaded my picture, they transferred me to Ancestries.com. Explain that, chick. Come down here. Tell me this ain't badass. Bob and Tom got their very own strobe light. I got one too, but I still got 6 more payments at Spencer's. But there is probably the best place in the entire recording studio to shoot a porno, right here in this hallway. And with the strobe light, you can make the good ones. Anal. What's in here? I think this goes right to... Oh, hey, it's Alan Jackson. He's the recording master here at the Static Shack, bragging about how he has Dolby sound and bass, whatever.
Donnie.
I got better on Pioneer speakers. He probably makes $400,000 a year just sitting there.
Again?
Huh?
Look, I told you I need at least a 5.5 week notice before you show up.
Them faders need WD-40, and they're supposed to be even. I swear to God they are.
Well, some people call them faders. I call them sliders.
Those will give you farts. I swear to God they will. Alan Jackson.
Get Donnie. We're busy.
Okay, whatever. Prove it. Well, we basically reached the focus point of this entire tour. This is where it happens. Right here. These are real drums. This is where bands come in to record acid rock tapes. You can name them all. Most of my bands, Dirt Knuckle, Hood Snot, Mucus Plug, but that was during our Christian rock days. But you can tell, real pine wood recording panels. They've even got soundproof herpes. There's everything in here, and this is where the music is made. And this room here, this is I don't know what this is, but it basically reminds me of every haunted house I've ever been to. Watch your step. Watch your step. All right, now you've seen the bands. This is where some of the radio stuff happens. Come on in here. This is where Bob and Tom, behind the scenes types, do a lot of their funny skits. I swear to God.
I built myself a shelter out of plankton and chicken bones.
Oh, it's the Mr. Obvious show. I love you guys.
No,
Which one's Mr. Obvious? Are you the caller? Or?
No, it's Sid and Bart. Yeah.
Wait, you're the dick on the news that...
No.
Say Fox 59.
I'm not going to do that, Fox 59.
This is a guy that knows the Powerball numbers. I swear to God he does. I could hold you for ransom.
Yeah, we're security.
I'll manipulate it.
Yeah.
Now we're at the epicenter of this stupid place. This is Tom Griswold's office, bragging about I went to an Ivy League college, and it really ain't that big. Hell, my boss Randy's got a bigger office than this. Look. Got aluminum siding for walls. All these stupid pictures that he thinks are cool. Anybody can own a cartoon. And look, I'm glad to see Tom saved up to get Liberace's jacket. I'll say it right to his face. I swear to God, man.
I just ran into Donnie Baker in the parking lot. He said he was giving a tour of the Static Shack. Yeah, and the dumbass didn't even go into the main studio. You know we don't let Donnie into the main studio. Besides, I've got a session for Tom in a few minutes with 6 oboe players.
Patricia's brother. Sit down! I don't want to be your friend. Get your eyes off me. What is your major malfunction? 200 people showed up. I put them all in the same row. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. Tighten it up. We're not comfortable. Outstanding. Was outstanding, as a matter of fact.
Comedian Greg Hahn is with us.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We've talked about everything and then some this morning.
I like it.
My goodness.
It's been a good...
all of it.
Good dialogue.
Yeah, we're actually having conversation. It's really nice.
You are?
Not enough talking with people these days, is there? It's always a lot of talking at.
That's right.
Yes, a lot of talking at people, Tom. How do you feel about that?
Well, I prepared some notes. I'd like to, after yesterday's show, Josh requested his own lectern in the studio.
That's right.
So he could stand up and pontificate. It would be good because then you could do your dancing a little easier. You wouldn't have to stand up.
I do like to cut a rug.
Standing up.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing the oddball influences that we get people. I'm sure there are people who explored doing the Freddy yesterday on the internet. and
I bet there's not.
And you're welcome. I always loved the guy with the shades and the blonde hair in that band. Just looked so cool. I wanted to be that guy. And Freddie and the Dreamers.
Band?
This is interesting. See, this is the
I
problem.
got a letter from a guy that said, "Hey, Josh turned me on to Paul Cauthen. You turned me on to Paul Cauthen.
Yeah.
I wish I could go see one of his shows."
You can.
Well, it's on a school night. I can't go.
You're not in jail anymore. You can go. You can go anywhere you want.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm by myself this week. I can do whatever I want.
That's right.
I may go to another movie.
Really?
Wow.
You know what I'm not going to do today?
What?
Go to lunch with Chick, a thing we've had planned for 10 days.
Yeah, man.
I had the wrong day. I've apologized. I don't know what else to do. I made a mistake. I'm sorry.
I'm not busy. I could have lunch with you.
I've already made other arrangements.
I have not had lunch with him in 8 years.
We could have a team building
8 years?
lunch.
Yeah, why don't you take us all to lunch?
There you go. Why don't you all go to lunch without me? How does that sound?
Well, that sounds good.
I knew that would be the answer.
Yeah, I already have made other alternate plans.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
Already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like to be, by myself.
We know.
I start hearing
move forward
Did you have
here.
Mark spend the night last night because you were scared?
Tom, how mad at me?
He could be the little spoon. You know that.
How mad at me will you be if tonight, while you're home alone, you hear the doorbell rings and you see that I have sent you a prostitute?
Hey, mister.
Hope she likes dogs. Because they're going to be right there at the front door. It would be,
Josh.
at least it would be a female prostitute, right?
Hang on.
Absolutely.
Hang on
weird.
a second. I wouldn't be mad at all, Josh.
Okay.
All right. All right, buddy. Thank you.
Why don't we go around the room? Let's pick the attributes of a prostitute we'd all like. Ace, you start.
Mouth.
No, I was.
You're not that.
I was sort of hoping.
Play the music, idiot. That's a joke. That's the Hall of Fame joke of the day. Good God. Yeah.
Well, you're in luck, Ace. Most prostitutes have mouths.
I was really hoping that you would sense that was more or less a rhetorical question.
Or maybe,
I thought you might.
Do you want a redhead?
I mean, if you'd asked me that, I would have fended it off, as I often do.
It was so fast. All right.
I don't. Well, what do you? Mouth.
There. Okay.
All right.
Well, that actually leads to a story in the news later on. I lost my place.
I want to wash my hair.
Thomas still. Or no, that's somebody's watching me.
Oh, Rockwell.
Yeah.
Rockwell. That's a good song.
I'm afraid to wash my hair.
That is a good song.
Somebody's
now it's
and is that Michael Jackson in the
yes,
background?
yeah. It is.
Oh, son of a
And that's Barry Gordy's son, I believe.
Is that right?
This guy, Rockwell.
Yeah.
What?
And I have no privacy.
Oh.
Always makes the rounds at Halloween. Okay, now it's the time to check in with Christy Lee.
I want to hear somebody wash my hair.
Well, this may take 20 minutes. It's a long song. Why don't you have Jason find it? We'll get back to it later.
What story did you want me to do?
Wash my hair.
Actually, I deleted that story. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say I have nothing that referred to you.
Yeah, no, it's awful.
Well, this kind of really
It has never stopped you before.
No, trust me. Remember the thing I said I couldn't talk about earlier? This is of a similar ilk.
A recent survey of 2,000 adults reveals 67% of Americans feel guilty when dining out.
I don't get this at all.
In today's economic climate, with budgets tighter than ever, the simple act of eating out has become a source of stress for many.
Oh, come on, enjoy yourself, for God's sake.
I have some of this.
Really?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, 3/4 of Americans believe that adults should be allowed to order from the kids' menu. I do that. However, only 1 in 5 have been brave enough to do so.
Why do you do that?
I do it in the drive-thru because I don't eat that much.
Such a weirdo.
Nothing wrong with that.
There should be.
And I wish I could say I don't want the toy because then I feel bad.
There should be some sort of law that if you order a kid's toy, it's for a child.
No.
You're
allowed to. Josh, this is interesting.
That I have guilt for.
No, that you order from the kids' menu.
Oh, I don't.
You just said you did.
All right.
You just said you like to order from the kids' menu.
I will, if I have ordered a meal and a kid's meal. and eaten both.
Okay.
So it's like a little bonus.
It's like a meal and a half.
But I would love it, and I would do this. I don't know that many would, but when I go to McDonald's and I get like a grown man's value meal,
right?
Serve it to me in a Happy Meal box.
Oh, I see.
I
what
would
you're saying.
love that.
Okay.
Maybe since I'm a grown up, shape it like a briefcase.
Oh, that'd be cute.
That's a great idea.
That is a great idea.
That is funny.
Wouldn't it be fun to walk out? I think it's fun to walk out with the Happy Meal
briefcase
box.
of food.
Yeah, that's White Castle had the Crave case for a while.
Oh,
there.
they still do.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
I don't know why I said for a while.
But the essence of the story is people. Would you say 67% are guilty when dining out?
You guys don't have a little bit of that?
A little bit.
I do. It's I should have eaten what I have at home.
Yes, I shouldn't have wasted.
Not at all.
$30. Yes.
Because I worked in a restaurant for a long time, so I know how I feel like I'm supporting the great.
I like that
the
too.
staff and the waiter, the waitress, the people that are working there. I'm supporting them. And
how much food do you toss every week?
Not much, because I'm so... My therapist told me
I hate it.
only yesterday that I have an overreactive sense of responsibility.
That doesn't show around here.
Yeah. Certainly lost on us.
Yeah, what the hell?
I don't agree with you about anything, but I'm going to agree on that.
So I feel guilty for things that I shouldn't feel guilty for, and that's one of them. Eating at restaurants when I should be making food at home.
Why?
I don't know. We're working on it.
Stupid. You're supporting hardworking people in restaurants.
And I understand that.
Ladies and gentlemen, another episode of Tom Griswold, therapist. Why do you do that? That's stupid.
I'd be saving you a lot of trouble. In fact, I'd take you to lunch.
You have an opening.
Hey, I tell you what, we got another 45 minutes of the session, or we can drive down the street and get a hell of a nice lunch. I hear that's a meatloaf special. I'm in for two. They feel guilty eating. What? I don't get
I don't understand it either, but
I do, but again,
I do.
You shouldn't.
I have a different weird feeling. I've told you this before. Whenever I go to especially a fancy restaurant, I'd rather be working there than eating there.
What?
Yeah, I loved working in a restaurant. Did you ever work in a restaurant? You worked at an Arby's.
No, I worked in fast food. I never worked in a
loved
restaurant.
working in a restaurant.
Well, we owned a restaurant, so that I did. It was kind of fancy. I mean, we had a wine list and stuff.
Wait, did you like going there and working? I thought it was.
Yeah, it was okay.
I loved working at a restaurant. Great parties, great people, a lot of fun. But yeah, whenever I go to a restaurant, I always think, rather than sitting talking to these people, I'd rather be back there doing the dishes.
Oh yeah, sometimes you do go. Oh man, you can tell when a restaurant has like a really staff that likes each other. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you hear them and you're like, oh, this is a cool place. Yeah. It does remind you of those old jobs.
You don't get to congratulate the cooks enough. That's because I was a cook at a restaurant. I do
try to do that.
You just want to go, hey, I wish I could walk back. Hey, that was terrific. How did you do that?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't feel that way, Chad?
No.
When
every now and then, if I didn't care for my meal, I'll go back, open the door to the kitchen, and go.
Thumbs down, fart noise.
Well, since you are primarily at home, do you just say that to the DoorDash guy? Please go back to the place and tell the chef you didn't like it?
No, I never do anything to the DoorDash guy. He has far too much access to anything he's delivering to my home. I am on the up and up with the DoorDash guy.
What about, I was in a restaurant the other night. We were having a nice, quiet evening, nice meal, and the staff were standing.
Wait. Stop for 1 second. It was a quiet meal and you were there?
Yes. My husband and I.
Did you go to the dentist or something?
It was quiet because the staff was talking so much.
Were you
I
mad
couldn't
at him?
have a conversation.
When's the last time you fought with your husband?
I never have fought with my husband.
I don't believe you.
We set you up for
All
one
right,
tonight?
ask him. Well, we're going to have a fight at 4 o'clock? Is that what you're saying?
I don't believe anything you're saying.
Okay, so Tom, sorry, what happened to your
But the whole staff was standing around the hostess desk, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, how dare they?
No, wasn't that kind of rude, though?
I'm just glad.
It is rude of you to say something.
I have one thing I'd like to point out here. I'm just
they
glad
should have
that
gone back into the kitchen and
having worked at a restaurant for many years, I'm just glad that the people who are standing at front, the hostess desk, I'm glad they're not air traffic controllers because the planes would never land.
That's yeah.
You've noticed that you walk into a restaurant, there's there's like 40 empty tables, and they look at that form, and they go back and forth, call the manager. Well, I think we can seat them in table 42, and then you eat there, you're done. No one has entered the restaurant. It's still completely empty.
I give them a break. They're usually...
I used to do that. I know how it works.
It's usually a nervous 16-year-old girl.
It can't take that long.
What about you always start hearing, well, I don't know what they're thinking. I'm not going to work Saturday. I worked last weekend.
That's
you're
what
standing
I was
right
dealing
there.
with.
It's like, let's move this along and take this complaining outside. I don't care when you're working.
Well.
Work now, whore.
Again.
I know. I didn't say whore. I said it under my breath and she don't hear me.
So let's get back to the ordering a kid's meal. You think that's wrong, Chet?
I do feel guilty ordering a kid's meal sometimes.
Don't. It's on the menu.
Yes.
I know, but then I got to, it's for my grandchild or,
You can just look at him and go, hey, I either order from the kids menu or nothing.
Yeah.
So you want my money or what?
They don't ask. Not in the drive-thru.
We have gotten to the point where you don't have to say it's a doggy bag for the dog. Remember those? That was the.
I don't know.
Is that why they call those doggy bags?
Yeah, it was. I
had no idea.
Can't finish this, so could I have it? I'll take it home to the dog.
Okay, has this ever happened? Have you ever gotten a meal that you didn't like at all, but you were too embarrassed to leave it, so you asked for the to-go box and then take it home and throw it away?
Yep.
Well, that's
I've
a good
done
idea.
that.
Yep, because I don't want to put up with, I'm fine. You can take this. Oh, was there something wrong with it?
Yeah.
None of your damn business, pal.
Yeah, I'm too
Take it
embarrassed.
away.
Too embarrassed to say I didn't like it.
Oh, not me. It's, you know what? This really isn't for me.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You just lay it out for him.
But that's so rare, though.
And then, sir, why did you?
I know.
Tom, your thought.
Setting myself up for that.
Sir, I can't help but notice that you ate 14/15ths of it, but you didn't care for it.
I knew I was going to, like Josh, at one point we went to lunch when you first took this job, and we had a lunch, pretty good-sized lunch. And we wrapped things up, and you put your finger in the air and went, let's do it again. And I thought,
Spin
this is
it.
going to work out. Spin it. Let's do it.
Okay.
Speaking of food, Cadbury, the great egg people, have announced the winner of their 2024 Cadbury Bunny Tryouts.
Lobster.
No, this is.
Lobster.
Isn't the deal on this? It's
This is where they had a bracket-style elimination tournament on Instagram. Fans voted for their favorite animal to don rabbit ears and star in the Candy Makers ad campaign next year. The winner? Louie, a 2-year-old raccoon from Miami, Florida, was crowned the winner, taking home $7,000 in prize money.
And the joke is they
put bunny ears on him.
Right.
Yeah.
But you hear him.
Yes, in the commercial.
Yeah, he's going to be clucking like a chicken.
Yeah.
Because
What's the name of
Cadbury egg?
Cadbury.
The name of the raccoon?
Louie.
Louie.
Sounds like a classic.
Louie.
Classic cartoon. Hey, have you see the new episode of Louie Raccoon?
I did.
He's a burglar.
Is that right?
Is there a Cadbury egg omelet of any type?
I've often joked about making those. I'd love to.
It's not really an egg. You know that. I mean, it's just shaped like an egg.
It's a piece of
It's not a true embryo, I suppose, but it's.
Don't they? I thought they limited the auditions for the Cadbury egg to creatures that lay eggs.
No.
There's such thing as a raccoon egg.
Well, that would be unfair.
Yeah.
How about if you sat
chickens.
on a Cadbury egg out in public
until it hatched
and made a point of telling everyone about it?
Hey, look at me.
Look at me. I go, are you sitting on a Cadbury? Oh, yes.
That's right.
It's my baby.
Very proud.
Don't touch my baby.
Don't touch my baby.
Oh, so no.
What a nut, right?
You're a total quack. Okay. Good. All right, good. Now, coming up in the world of news, Christy Lee?
Coming up, we have interesting news from The Price is Right.
Oh.
We have astronauts in the news today, and we have a little yellow lab who had to be spared from despair.
God.
The dog is okay. This show coming to you live from Cincinnati Thursday morning. It'll be 6 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time from Nation Kitchen and Bar at the BetMGM Sportsbook at the Banks. Hope to see you at 6A. We'll have some special posters, et cetera, for you. And then while I'm at it, a week away plus, it's going to be, Friday morning, April 5th. special show courtesy of Rock 105. We're going to be in Charleston, West Virginia at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center. And then that evening, a special live comedy show featuring Pat, Josh, Willie G, Mr. Jeff Oskay, and Christy and I will be there as well.
Get your tickets.
At Ticketmaster. That'll be a blast. That's Friday evening, April 5th, with a special edition of the morning show that morning. It's all happening. Right now, I can see over there, I can see your soul, your orange in soul.
Yes, they often say that feet are the window of the soul.
Who says that exactly?
Lunatics, but...
Okay.
You know who does say that? People who are delirious with back pain, hip pain, and knee pain, their minds aren't right because their foundation isn't right. You need some help, and Orange Insoles is there to help you. If you work on your feet all day, you're putting stress on your body. What kind of support is currently in your shoes, I ask? Is it that same lame thin liner that came with your shoes? Offers the support of tissue paper? Or tissue? Do you ever say tissue?
No.
No, I think no one does. Good point, though. I'm glad you went off track with that thing.
Go to orangeinsoles.com. They offer arch support and a deep cup to properly support your heel, your feet, and therefore your entire body, helping to alleviate that pain and discomfort.
See, shoes, they're not two-dimensional. You've got depth going on there, and the bottom of your foot is just as weird as the length of your foot. They all differ.
That's right.
You got to get the right insole. You're an idiot.
Yes. Tom brings up a good issue. You guys say issue at all?
No.
Oh. Well, they're great for work boots, sneakers, dress shoes, high heels, golf shoes, no matter what you're wearing on those dogs of yours. Find the right feet for you with their, well, you are in possession of the right feet for you. Find the right fit for you.
We hope.
With their...
These aren't my feet. I can't sit on my Cadbury egg. Where's my baby?
The right fit is going to be... take the insole quiz is what I'm trying to say. All right?
Try harder.
Head to orangeinsoles.com today for free shipping. Plus, Orange Insoles come with a 60-day we want you to be happy guarantee. No cutting required. So scissors will not be an issue. Those insoles are true to size. That's orangeinsoles.com. Feel better, do more. And look, this one got a little silly, but just trust me on this. Orangeinsoles.com. Check them out.
Your feet are three-dimensional, unlike the two-dimensional read that we just experienced.
That's right. I mean, what?
We have a special surprise coming up next. That's right.
Oh.
It's a surprise.
Okay.
I think you're going to like it. And we'll see you later. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all the contact information you need.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with it? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
I can't help but notice, sir, you're wearing extremely tight, what are those called?
They are called Lycra Spandex Pursuit Pants.
Now, is that a potato in the front there, or
Tom? Glad to see you. Tom.
Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like Jim and the twins are pretty cozy this morning, sir.
Never hurts to advertise. Yeah, I guess it does. Oh, my God.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
He's smuggling topsoil for an offshore development project.
Well, yeah, I always, a White Castle.
Really?
Yeah. I was
God, I was so drunk I thought I was in McDonald's. I ordered a quarter pounder. I got 500 hamburgers. You know what I'm trying to say to you?
Help me.
Okay, thank you.
Pick a number between 1 and 50. We'll ask our guest, then I'll just hit a random sound effect. We'll see if it fits the commercial. All right. 1 and 50, Clinton. Pick a number.
35.
35.
That's Andy Moore Ford.
35. Here we go.
Heavenly deals at Andy.
There you go.
You'll think you've died and gone to
Pick another number,
At
Clinton.
Andy Moore Ford.
27.
27.
Andy Moore Ford. Electrifying deals at Andy Moore Ford.
Okay, pick another number. Go ahead, Clinton. Any number.
8.
8? Okay. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear.
They have body shop.
They have a body shop at Andy Moore Ford.
Any other number. Go ahead. Pick one more.
19.
That's our manager screaming at the fabulous deals you'll find.
Where is that?
At Andy Moore Ford.
This is the Bob and Tom show
on,
this morning.
Man, I wish I'd lived to hear today's show.
Me too. I wish I was here.
You know, there's a reason I'd never heard of this band.
Why?
Because this guy had to have his penis cut off for publicity. You know, I prefer musicians who can actually make it on their skill, not on their lack of a dick. So,
yikes! I knew you'd.
I know how to make it in show business.
That's what I said.
Yikes! I know how to make it in show business. First, we whip it out, and then we take a cleaver.
How does he pee?
Sitting down.
Or all over the place.
Yeah. That was the video.
No, that's not true. How does he pee? Depends.
Okay, never mind. Sorry I asked.
Hard copy all of a sudden. This is exclusive.
Dogs die in the cargo hold?
Occasionally.
And then they just replace them with a dog that looks similar. They got a big dog farm for these things, man. All the airlines share the same dog farm.
Dave, we need a Shih Tzu.
Brown face, white feet.
We need a Shih Tzu, gate C27.
It's a number 8.
Yeah.
Bring us that number 8.
Another Newfie coming in on United. Try to take care of that.
Yeah, he's different aboard. Come on in.
Okay.
The big danger at this time of year is the heat. If they were down there, and if the plane is delayed on the tarmac for any reason, it can be a problem. So, that was just a story this week that came out.
Do the right thing. Drive your dog.
Warning folks that are flying their dogs about that.
There you go.
I ain't making this up.
And if it's a small dog, like a little tiny little hand dog,
yeah, you can put it underneath your seat.
no, just throw it out the window because those aren't real dogs.
Those aren't real dogs.
This is cool. I like doing radio.
How can you change a dinosaur's name?
I don't know.
Yeah, halfway through.
Halfway through.
Do you know what the smallest dinosaur was?
What?
The clitoris. Very tiny. Little red, pinkish dinosaur.
Well, congratulations.
Wow.
You finally got it on the air.
Done it, haven't you?
Congratulations.
Way to go.
See, all that filthy lunch talk, and now it's on the air. Are you happy now? Are you a big man saying clitoris? Is that it?
See, I always thought the smallest one was the lick-a-lot-of-puss, but apparently.
That's his throat. This is dead on. This is it. Yes. That's it.
Yep.
That is Inagata Davida.
Yeah.
Man,
Wow.
How did you learn that you had
how
that
do you discover
incredible
that
talent?
Someone stole my radio, and that's what you start doing.
Jeff Rothband is our guest. Jeff is a fine comedian.
I actually had to do that once.
What?
Be a pallbearer, and that,
Oh, my
that's
God.
heavy.
Yes,
That's a
it's
heavy job.
Yeah, I actually had to go to a funeral, and I was asked to be a pallbearer, and I always a pallbearer.
Never the corpse.
You don't say we didn't warn you. there's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and
Not very helpful, was it?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee's here.
Yep.
There's Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and as you can hear, Tom is pouring ice. Once again, Tom, possibly, maybe.
What's that now?
Radio's not for you. Maybe something behind the scenes.
Yeah, because I can't think and talk at the same time, and this job requires that. I really did pick the wrong thing.
And here's Tom with a special guest.
Well, look at this. It's a guy who I had lunch with yesterday, because when he makes an appointment for lunch, he shows up.
That's right.
Jeff Oskay. Jeff will be one of our featured performers for our special event, Charleston, West Virginia, coming up Friday evening, April 5th. Jeffrey over here, Mr. Patty G, Willie G, and Jeff Oskay. And, did I mention Josh Arnold?
Hi.
There he is. And then Christy and I will be your hosts. Jeffrey, I can't help but notice you're here. What's happening?
A couple weeks ago, we were talking about AI and the Chat GPT.
Sure.
We had a little quiz that infuriated Christy.
Oh, yeah.
So I made another one.
All right.
Good.
So for our listeners who don't know, Chat GPT is this thing students and people are using to write their term papers and things like that. You can have it. Some of it you can have videos made. You can have pictures made. There's lots of different Chat GPTs out there. So I've discovered some new ones, and let's see if you guys can figure these out.
Okay.
As an example, last time, if you wanted to learn how to blow holes out in your underwear, you would use the help of Chat ACE.
Reference to Ace Cosby's
yes,
holy underwear from
right.
from the toxic farting that he.
I think Josh may know this one. If you're wanting to understand more about Juggalo culture, you may try Chat ICP. That's correct.
Insane Cloud Posse.
There you go.
Yeah.
I would not have gotten that.
I wouldn't either.
Well, here's one for you, Tom.
Oh,
if
boy.
you're wondering the source of the pungent, disgusting smell in the hallway today at work, you may try Chat
SBD?
That is correct.
I was going to say Chat TOM.
Oh, well,
I was too. The king.
we could have taken both
And by
answers.
the
are
way,
correct.
yesterday I asked the following question. Is there a television or radio station with the call letters WSBD? There is not.
Yeah, our friend Art was quick to respond.
Thank you, Art.
Yes.
Here's one for you, Ace. If you're trying to write a paper about cookie people who live in a tree, try Chat.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Cookie people live in a tree.
Oh, Chat ELF?
That's correct.
Yes.
Now, for Tom, back to Tom, if you want to know more about a band that will have a spaceship on stage while touring this summer, try Chat.
Oh, I'm so excited. The great band Chat ELO.
That's right.
Starring Jeff Lynne. It's going to be a killer show. If there is not a spaceship on that stage, I'm in big trouble.
There is.
I keep promoting that. There is? Okay, good.
I have friends saw the show.
Here's one for you, Chick. If you're lost out in the middle of nowhere, like really, really out there, like way out there, you may consult Chat.
MIA.
Oh, that's not a bad guess. Anyone else?
Chat GPS?
No, that's not a bad guess, but not
You're really
what I have.
lost.
I was going to say Chat GPS. Chat BFE.
Oh.
BFE. So you're really out there.
In
Egypt.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. BFE.
What is BFE for?
Okay.
I don't
But blank Egypt.
Oh, okay. East Bumfrey is
Yes, yeah. East Bumfrey is the
Tom
other.
taught me Bumfrey.
Christy,
Yes, sir.
this one's, I guarantee you it's only 3 letters, but this one's going to be hard, but I think you can do it.
Okay.
If you ever wondered what 80s Jeff Oskay looked like as a teen crying in the corner of his room because he was misunderstood, try listening to Chat.
Oh, boy.
I'm in the
80s
corner.
In the corner.
Maybe The Cure, that kind of thing? Yes, but Chat.
I don't know.
EMO? No. Oh, REM. Chat REM. That's me in the corner.
That's you in the corner.
That's me in the corner. That's right.
You were losing your religion. I'm so sorry, honey.
I was just crying like a bitch.
Was he the one that was like doing that thing with his hands during the video?
No, isn't that Talking Heads?
Is that David Byrne? Oh,
yeah.
Is it? Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Josh, if you want to learn more about boxing or chicks that are smoking hot, try Chat.
TKO?
That's right. Tom stole it.
TKO.
Tom of the Steel.
Technical knockout?
Yeah, that's right.
Why does that hot chick say?
Knockout.
Because she's a knockout.
I see.
Okay.
Well, you guys are going to love this one. Josh, this one's a tough one. If I wanted to find out how to ruin my ex-girlfriend's picnic with her new man, I may try Chat
ANT.
That's right. Oh, my God. I'm so proud of you. Oh, that was
Ants
a good one.
will ruin a picnic.
Yeah,
Oh,
They'll carry off the basket.
That's right. They get enough together. They work as a team.
Yes, they can lift very much.
Thousands of pounds.
Chick, if I'm thinking about dropping out of high school, before I do, I should probably consult Chat.
Oh, I know.
GED.
That's right.
Yeah.
Here's one for you, Tom.
Oh, good.
If you want to talk sports while broing out with the boys, try Chat.
Uh-oh. Growing out with
I don't know.
boys.
Try Chat McAfee.
It's a trick question.
Yeah.
Very good.
So Chat PAT.
Yeah.
I like this new road. That just opens up. Yeah.
It could be anything.
This is like the Thursday crossword puzzle where more than one letter fits in the box. I don't buy that.
Oh, well, you're really going to hate this one then. If you need help telling someone to scram, try Chat.
Someone to scram.
Scat? Like scat.
Chat scat.
Close. Chat GIT for get.
Get. All right, so we're back.
I think we would have gotten that. You threw us off because we were thinking there was an extra letter there.
Right, yeah.
That's unfair.
So now we're back to the original algorithm.
I'm all over the place,
The
baby.
original format?
Yeah.
Could you say that?
Okay.
Get.
Or a British dummy, right? That Git.
I think a friend of mine had their name. They named the dog Get Dog.
Get Dog?
Get Dog. Get. Get.
That's helpful. That's like naming your dog Sit.
It's a lovely person.
And let's close on this one. Christy, if you want to find out more about getting a fat ass down in South America, try Chat.
Fat ass in South America?
Yeah.
It's an easy one.
I don't know.
Famous.
Huh?
Chat BUM.
Chat BBL.
Oh, yeah, BBL.
Is that the bum competition?
Bum.
It's Brazilian butt lift, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. All right.
Okay, well, very good. Jeff
Very
Oskay
nice,
and
Jeff.
a nice series.
I'm not very smart.
Never felt stupider.
That's
Ace,
what I'm here for.
Jeff, do you know what Ace likes on a woman?
Mouth. Yeah, that's
Chat mouth. Mouth.
Really kind of
Give me that mouth. Get mouth. Get.
hard to chat. Really, when
He often just says that when a woman comes up.
Mouth.
Oh, are you Ace Cut? Mouth.
You know, I was just thinking. I love the mouth.
Hey, Ace, tell me about the time you saw Kiss.
Mouth.
Thank you very much. Well,
you know what? He knows what he likes.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. It was rhetorical and yet answered. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
People were taking the chicken from Chick-fil-A and putting it on Cheddar Bay biscuits.
Wait a minute.
Josh, what do you think?
Josh is leaving right now.
Josh is leaving.
Okay, let's go. Come on. All right. You got the biscuits? Greatest day of my life. Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package. So try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
A lion. I've always said,
I don't. Lion?
I would. I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
You know,
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And
I would love a lion just
Why?
because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back,
I think you
believe
got
it or
that
not.
back.
Yeah.
You know,
And their
dogs.
teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it. I think you said just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances. So there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with the workout and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're
get it.
worth $6.
You know what says something? You think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this.
Right.
I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah.
So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult. And over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked. Because I'm not kidding you. But the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator. And, I go over. All my brothers are married. Their refrigerators are filled with. So she opens up. She goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
totally worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
About show on television, The Bachelorette, where 25 eligible bachelors try to win the hand of one single woman. And now, Bob and Tom Television brings you a new twist on this hit show.
She's 30 and single. She's...
What the hell do you mean by that?
Oh, nothing. Meet Linda Jackson. Now, here come the fellas. Say hello to Todd Williams.
Hi, Linda. I'm really pleased to...
Yeah. Next.
And here's our next eligible guy. Say hello to...
Hold it. Are you really going to say each time, say hello to Dick Ding Dong or whatever? Jesus.
Okay, here he is, Jerry Peterson.
Hello, Linda. I can't tell you how happy I am to finally meet you. And,
Right. What do you do, Jerry?
well, I own my own consulting business and...
Consulting, eh? And when did you lose your Amway dealership, Jerry?
Huh? Sheesh, what a bitch.
She's the Bitchlorette. She's single, pissed off, and is looking for money. Lots of money.
Hi, I'm Linda.
I'm Phil.
Yeah. Did you forget something?
No, I don't think so.
Any gift?
Gift? I didn't know that we were...
Bye-bye, loser.
Wow! Tune in to Bob and Tom TV and see why she's called the Bitchlorette. She's on the prowl, and she's got...
Shut your hole and bring on the rich numbnuts.
On Bob and Tom TV.
Well, there you go. There's a show I'd watch.
Yeah.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Runs in the family.
Hi, Tico Taco. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
It's an all skate.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Yes.
There's Josh Arnold at the sidekick chair.
Looking handsome, thank you.
Who is?
Me. Pat Godwin on assignment. There's Ace Cosby. Yeah. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Hello, Tom.
Hello.
Hello.
Looking forward to a special event Thursday morning. We're going to be in Cincinnati. I'll tell you about that a little bit later. But then, let's see, a week from Friday, we're going to be in Charleston, West Virginia at the Charleston Coliseum and Convention Center.
WWW.
Got a couple of emails from folks that thought we were going to be in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yes, we're not.
Which we're going to be there soon. I'm working on that.
Yeah,
right on.
What?
They're very excited.
That'd be fun.
I need dates.
You need a date. What's the matter? You're dumping, what's his face?
Oh, boy. Are you in trouble?
Me? That was the joke.
No, I meant a date for when we're going.
Oh, okay. Well,
They're figuring it out.
I'll let you know. These things take time.
Yes, you'll know at least a full 2 days before we leave.
like this last
What do you mean? Is that coming from you who never goes to the meetings, then you're always surprised?
You told me it was okay to not go to the meeting.
That's because I
sit in the corner and cry.
With your head down, bringing everybody down.
I'm bringing everybody
The cooler.
There is a fair amount of audible sighing.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've stopped going as well.
Yeah, there you go. I'll let you know. Now,
exactly.
We were examining the world of news with Christy Lee. Got a couple of oddball stories about cats and dogs.
I got an oddball.
Firefighters in New Jersey rescued a yellow lab that had gotten stuck inside a spare tire. Crews from the Franklinville Volunteer Fire Company found the 11-month-old yellow lab named Daisy with her neck stuck deep in the middle of a tire rim.
She wasn't having a good year.
Oh, really not.
See, it's a tire joke.
Yeah. Lieutenant Brandon Volpe told the Philadelphia Inquirer that they tried a variety of methods to free little Daisy, including dish soap and water, as well as vegetable oil and plastic wrap.
Now, see, the thing is, it's not just the tire; it's the wheel itself
rim,
and the tire.
Right, the metal part.
What a sweet-looking little doggy.
When Volpe remembered he had plasma cutters at his home, the crew loaded the dog onto a red wagon and headed to his garage. After protecting Daisy with a fire blanket, firefighters were able to free her within 5 minutes. Yeah, that's what they used to cut people out.
Plasma cutters are badass.
Yeah.
This poor little doggy. You can just see the dog was going, wonder what this hole is. Whoop.
Yeah, he was in there tight.
Yeah.
Oh, poor guy. So sad. And we always get we had what was the one we had earlier this week? Was it an elk or something that had something in their head? They keep getting stuck.
A box?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That was they'd been spotting that animal with a box in his head.
Yeah. They finally got it freed.
Sweet little dog.
Thought it was a hat.
And this is why people love This is why people love firefighters so much, because they get the cool gigs like saving dogs and cats.
Yes, poor doggers.
You know, and then like if you're a cop, well, what'd you have to do today, honey? Oh, I had to rush some crazy naked guy screaming about socialism and masturbating in front of the Kroger. Fire department, they freed a dog.
Well, it's not the policeman's fault they had to deal with that.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I admire the police for it. You know, it's another day at work. You've got some naked jackass harassing you. At least the firefighters get to have some fun and go play with this little doggy. Hope they adopt the dog.
That'd be cool.
I think the dog has a home.
No, that's the rule. The firemen say they get to take it to their house.
Yes, that's right. This is ours now, little girl.
What? Yeah, stop crying. It's not your dog anymore.
Can you show the photograph again? Because you know what this reminds me of?
What?
You ever see those weird pictures of queens and like the Renaissance, and they have that ridiculous thing around their head?
Really,
around their neck.
accordion-looking thing.
Yes.
What if this at one time was an idea of someone to invent a collar for dogs, and this is where they arrived at?
Yeah, that dog. If the dog had surgery, he's not going to be able to lick it because.
Yeah, that's true.
Poor little fella.
Yes, he's fine now.
My neighbor has a new little yellow lab puppy. Penny Lane is her name.
That's how sweet is that?
Stupid name.
So cute.
A Penny Lane, a Penny
She's so cute.
So do they call her Penny, or are they going to do both names the whole time?
I was only around her for a few minutes. I don't know what they call her all the time.
Boy, oh boy, talk about not caring. You're just gliding through life, aren't you?
I'm sure Coach Phil will let me know. All right. Hey, a group of bears were spotted playing with a paddle-powered swan at a British safari park recently.
That sounds fun.
I'd like you to stop right there. I'd like you to stop right there.
Squeeze that.
What
are they playing with?
Chris, you go to a safari park. What do you think you're going to see there?
Animals.
What kind?
African animals.
Yes, it's a safari park.
Right.
There are bears there.
Well, were they part of the safari park or were they visiting?
Are there,
maybe
are there bears? And you ever see a bear in a Tarzan movie?
I'm just saying, maybe they went to maybe they were on safari as well.
Yes.
They went to see the lion.
Oh, well, now it makes sense. I feel like an idiot.
Yes. Hey, let's go see the lion.
Get in the car, damn it. Maud, get in the car.
According to Sky News, keepers at Woburn Safari Park in Bedfordshire decided to float a swan paddle boat after heavy rain created a mini lake in the reserve. Tommy Babington, head of the parks.
Have you seen the picture?
It's so cute. Look at that.
There are bears in this giant swan, and it looks like one of the bears is pushing the other ones, and they're all going, "This is a blast."
Looks like one of the bears is trying to do an impression of the swan. The way his neck is sort of...
They don't really look menacing at all.
See, that's the problem. Christy and I talk about this. We'd be killed by bears because
we go, "Here, bear."
You want to go hug them.
Yeah. Tommy Babington, head of the park's carnivore section, told the news site the black bears were immediately intrigued by their new neighbor and wasted no time in investigating it. The park shared photos, of course, of the curious animals playing with the swan, as you just saw,
fun.
and videos, if you'd like to look that up.
This is in the UK, so
yes.
People are impressed, but here that wouldn't be enough. There'd have to be 3 bears on a jet ski with one water skiing behind it. People go, "Oh, look at that."
And juggling. There should be juggling.
Do you think that maybe the internet's made us a little bit too jaded?
A bit.
Yeah, I mean, bears and a swan, that's not enough. I want one of them juggling, as Chick said. Okay, all right.
An animal welfare charity is working to rehome more than 200 cats.
Is that a new word, rehome?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. From an overwhelmed man in Canada. The animal's guardian, Bruce Robinson, told CBC News that neighbors started dropping cats off on his property during the pandemic.
There you go.
He did not have the money to get them spayed and neutered, so the animals began multiplying. The current count, 298 cats.
That's too many.
With 15 expecting kittens in the coming days.
So, I mean, they're going to have to tear this guy's house down.
Mr. Robinson since contacted the BC Society
that's
for the prevention of hoarding animals for help.
He kind of does.
I had a swimming pool turned into a kitty litter box. Yeah. The place is going to stink.
Well...
The society is looking for a temporary space where they can care for the cats until the animals can be transported to shelters for adoption.
Tell them the story, Tom.
I know this story. Candles and cat poop.
Mm-hmm.
No, on the plus side, if the guy sells his house, no mice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Got that going.
Completely rodent-free.
Absolutely.
I just don't know what... I hope this doesn't come out wrong. I just don't know what cats are good for.
They are funny. They're loving. They're very...
I mean, why? If you had a choice, a free choice, a cat over a dog? I don't think so.
Yeah, for me, it's cats. They're also self-sustaining for the most part.
Well,
you need a little
I love dogs, but I'm a better dog uncle than I am a better
I'm
dog.
surprised because cats are so critical.
Not all. Some cats are like dogs.
Dogs agree with whatever you're doing. Every morning, my dog looks at me and goes, "This is the greatest day of my life," and I just got up.
Yeah, don't you want to look at it and go, "Will you relax?"
And then the cat's going,
The cat's going, "Well, Josh, I see you had 2 lunches.
Of course, it's always.
Not any liver for your little kitty friend?
My cat's very sweet and affectionate.
Does she come when she's called?
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
See, there are cats that are more dog-like.
You
I
have
had
a
one.
vibrator that helps with that?
What?
With the cat coming?
Yeah.
You weirdo.
Okay, could we get back to the fact that this guy had 300 cats at his house? You know it's going to stink.
It probably does. Yeah, that's too many cats. You can't. I mean, the litter.
They're going to have to burn the house down.
They're not going to burn the house down.
Fumigation has come a long way.
He had a crawl space that they were letting the cats go in the crawl space.
Right.
And
You know, I bought a house and there were 2 crawl spaces and
no waiting.
They didn't tell me this, but
well, they wanted you to buy the house.
Yeah, they had candles everywhere, and I waived the inspection like an idiot. And, the price tag, if you're wondering, was $6,000. They had to hand carry all of the dirt out of the crawl space for like 2 feet.
Those cats have been crapping it like
That's
crazy.
top 3 worst smells, cat piss.
It's a bad smell.
They had to remediate it with they had this giant refrigerator-like machine in the basement. It was a nightmare.
Litter box and cat pad technology have gotten very good. You wouldn't
You're
know.
right. I agree.
Okay. All right.
But 300 cats, this is crazy.
Yeah, yes. 300 of anything.
Why didn't he get a vet to volunteer 4 years ago to start spaying these?
Maybe a fair amount of mental illness. He couldn't afford it.
Yeah, he's
Well,
probably
I think you could have gone to the
overwhelmed.
local. You don't wait till you have 300 before you go to the local animal protective.
He's not all there. Anybody who has 300 of anything like that is.
I wonder how many he named. That's what I'd like to know.
Plus, cats can make you physically insane. There's that thing that.
Oh, really?
They have something that can kind of. That's why.
Cat scratch fever.
Well, that and whatever it is that they carry can affect your brain physically. And
I heard that they were able to. I just got this note here. They're able to isolate the smell, and they're relocating it to New York City cabs.
That is.
Is that what they're doing?
That's what they're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thought I'd get a little more from that joke.
Well, I mean,
Oh my God, you're right, Tom. They're gonna have to burn this guy's house down. Looking at the pictures.
Yeah, it's awful.
I bet every room is soiled.
Yeah, no. They can't even just bury this house. They have to burn it.
Yeah. Sweet kitties. Hopefully they get rehomed.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I hope you were enjoying this program, and you'd be enjoying it much more if you had those Raycon earbuds.
Oh, yes.
Or those Raycon full headphones. I love those.
Let me tell you about it. Raycon Everyday Earbuds and the over-the-air. Raycon has all sorts of audio products for you. You have to check it out at buyraycon.com/Tom. And Raycons, of course, the optimized gel tips that fit every ear ever made and designed to fit comfortably in your ears. And they actually stay in your ears, whether you're out walking the dog or working out or talking on the phone or doing all 3. Raycons stay in your ear. Plus, Raycons have seamless Bluetooth syncing, 8 hours of playtime, 32-hour battery life, and you don't have to worry about whether Raycons are up for the task. You can enjoy features like easy-to-use earbud tap functions, noise isolation, and the awareness mode. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today and get this. Get 20% off your Raycon order and free shipping. 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. That's 20% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom.
When you hear those big words like optimize, et cetera, don't forget, they sound great. Okay? That's the big thing. They sound great, and you're going to love them. I promise you that. Now, when we come back, Christy Lee, what's in the hopper? If you will?
Coming up, we have a wolf loose in Mexico City. We have maple syrup coming from a very interesting part of the country. And The Price is Right is in the news today.
I like maple syrup on pancakes and waffles.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, how unusual. I like it as an enema.
Boy, that's got to be real.
Well, I was trying to make the point. You're belaboring
I bet
the
you
obvious.
have a sweet booty hole. On that syrup.
Everybody, on the count of 3.
Huh?
The word of the day. 1, 2, 3.
Mouth.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
All day, all night.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. You
I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, Dead On Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time. But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you know. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
Hey, it's Josh Arnold with a food recommendation for you. Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, their famous oven-baked cheese. It arrives pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it, grill it, skillet, or air fry it. Check out their new oven-baked cheese flavor, jalapeno. Ooey, gooey, spicy cheese. It's sure to tickle your taste buds with real jalapeno flavor and heat. Perfect for game day, parties, or any time. Excuse me, are you serious with this? I mean, why are you doing this? Me, the real me is right here. I could easily be doing this. We don't need you, man. Look, there's only room for one of us. That's Gardner's Wisconsin cheese, jalapeno flavored oven baked cheese. It's now available in Gardner's oven baked bundle package, so try all the great flavors. Receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at Gardner'sWisconsinCheese.com. Click the link below and tell them your pal Josh, me, the real Josh, from the Bob and Tom Show sent you.
Joe DeRosa is sitting here with us right now. Joe, what else is going on in your life? What about your personal background? Big family, small background, a small family? What?
I'm in a relatively small family that I was adopted into. Yes.
Interesting.
And I know what...
You were adopted into the DeRosa family?
Yes, I was. And I know what everybody is wondering, because I always, you know, do you ever look for your real parents?
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to know. I saw that on Maury. Did you ever try to find your real parents? No, I pretty much took the hint, actually.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Well, when they abandoned me, I was like, that's probably the end of that.
Probably no sense in looking for him.
Really,
I got you. Okay.
I'm sure there's a lot of
dropping a dime on mom and dad.
A lot of gold comedy down this road.
Yeah. And now I have a very my mother was very overprotective through my whole life, and but she's very involved in my life, and she calls me almost every day, and holds me hostage on the phone for hours on end. While she's at this age where she just holds me on the phone and just asks me all these really annoying questions, and she won't let me hang up, and it just sounds like I'm having really bad phone sex for like an hour. I'm just like, yes. Oh, God. Yes! I already told you what I was wearing.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlists for more great stuff.
about it. I mean, it's merely a struggle for conquest between competing rivals in a match to attain victory, so they can feel superior about a relatively inconsequential endeavor.
Jeez, sorry I asked.
Join us again next time for People Who Suck at Small Talk.
Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here, and Josh, Ace, John Boy. I'm Chicky, and here's
Chick,
Tom.
Were you a Walton's viewer?
I was, only because the girl that I was seeing at the time was I was trying to,
I appreciate that it was wholesome.
put a blanket over us so I could.
But was it boring?
Play a little stinky finger.
I never watched a second of it. I couldn't.
You never watched the Waltons?
Nope.
No kidding.
I like
It must have been. It wasn't boring?
No, it
It
was
was
interesting.
slow, sweet little show.
Yes.
All right.
There was always a.
Good night, John Boy.
I remember just
Night,
the
Mary
reruns
Ellen.
as a kid. I'd be like, there's no way I'm watching it.
I can't do this anymore.
I never watched Little Hair Salon on the Prairie.
Little House on the Prairie.
Just because Michael Landon had amazing hair.
You were
and
jealous.
here we are.
I like
dealing
Highway to
with
Heaven.
You and your issues with hair.
Just saying, in the Old West, guy didn't have that feathered, layered look like Farrah Fawcett
Yes, he did.
on the range.
Wyatt Earp,
Why not?
same haircut.
Yeah, of course. Now, I believe we were aware.
What else was on at that time back in this?
No, the guy that played the kid in the Waltons was John Boy.
Yes. He's
Richard Benjamin? Is
Thomas?
That?
No.
Thomas. Richard Thomas, yeah. Not Richard Benjamin.
Richard Benjamin directed My Favorite Year. He was from the
Yes,
TV show
yeah.
He and She, All Apprentice.
He's in some
He's an
other
actor,
stuff.
too, yeah.
He's a good actor.
Yeah, Richard Thomas was on The Americans for a while. Great show.
And Ozark. And,
He was on Ozark.
Billions, he showed
Yep.
up.
Good actor.
It.
Yeah.
He was in
He was in
It.
the original miniseries.
The TV series, yeah.
With John Ritter.
See that Mr. T is going to star on that sequel?
What?
Mr. T. It.
It's going to be it. That's just ridiculous.
On the poster, he's getting top billing. Mr. T. They had to space it right. People were wondering who the hell was Mr. Tit.
Let's see here. Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern, or as Tom would say, Eastern Daylight Time.
Yes.
It's important to make that distinction.
Thursday, 8 o'clock, The Waltons.
CBS?
The CBS, this has the rating for the Waltons that night. Would anyone care to guess
What year are we talking?
Yeah, what year are we
1973.
73. Oh, I was 13.
Wow.
What does that mean? Millions of people
12.
watching?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 20 million.
Okay.
I would say 14.
14.
15.
15. Ace.
10.
28.1.
That is
For the Waltons.
just different time.
That's NFL numbers.
Yeah,
Right.
now. And then Kung Fu, of course, on ABC. He walked the earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20.1 for Kung Fu, Tom.
Grasshopper.
Yeah. Yeah.
I never watched that show.
I never
that was
watched
the
that.
slow show.
Because I always watched the
Oh, I
Waltons.
love Kung Fu.
I mean, it
man.
got to the point, but it took a while.
Yeah.
Is that
and
the
then
guy that died in the closet?
Yep.
Yeah.
Streets of San Francisco.
He was one of.
Is that Michael Douglas and
Carl Malden.
Oh,
Carl
that, yeah, I
Malden?
remember that
The
show.
Snows.
I bet I would have liked that show.
I think you would have. Let's see. Friday nights. I think Friday night.
They're doing a remake of The Streets of San Francisco.
Is it just people
here we
wiping their
go.
shoes?
It's a lot of human excrement.
Just
bums
people
and-
scraping their shoes on curbs.
Yeah, well, the same things are bad in San Francisco, but they don't arrest
things are bad.
they don't arrest shoplifters anymore. In fact, in San Francisco, they're so loose about it. If you shoplift, they actually gift wrap it for you.
Oh,
They are very liberal, you see.
It looks like Friday night was belonged to ABC. Well, actually, Sanford and Son at 8 o'clock on NBC on Friday nights. 27.5.
Up against what on ABC?
The Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Never watched that either.
You never watched the Brady Bunch?
Not a second.
It's garbage, but it's likable.
I love that show.
Brady Bunch at 8 o'clock. $6 Million Man at 8:30.
Yeah.
Even as a little kid, I'd watch
Lee
the Brady
Majors?
Bunch and it's just not funny. There's this laugh track is going berserk. Like, what are they laughing at?
Hey, Batty's a heterosexual. That was the big joke.
Oh, I cut my finger. Kids, go outside.
Oh, gee. We're 73.
Feel better about it? A little early, but
listen to this. Saturday night.
Can't be too careful.
Saturday night on CBS, Tom. All in the Family Mash. Mary Tyler Moore, Bob Newhart, Carol Burnett.
Doesn't get much better than that.
That's insane.
Holy hell.
That is.
But no wonder
one
people
lineup.
just stayed. You'd be glued to your television.
All in the Family, 31.2
Jeez.
at 8 o'clock. How about that? Man, oh man. And, of course, up against the Partridge Family on ABC. A rating not available.
I see. Okay, let's get back to the news. Christy, what do you got over
Well, speaking of television, a former Price is Right producer has revealed some unusual behind-the-scenes secrets, including the protocols set in place for excited contestants who accidentally pee in their pants.
Oh.
We got a squirter. Code.
This has happened? What was I saying? Of course it's happened because they have to have a protocol.
Code yellow.
Mike Richards told People magazine that the show had a system in place in case someone peed their pants.
Bob Barker's last year's.
They'd rub their face in it with Bob Barker. That's how he do it.
No, there were curtains and a blow dryer and a pair of sweats just in case.
Sweats.
Since we'd have to go on with the show. Yes.
Does they do that in the NFL?
Pee their pants?
They do.
I mean, do they have a set of?
They have a blow dryer on the side.
Yeah, I mean, do they have that tent? Do they have an extra set of pants for somebody if they?
Most often, and Ace watches as much football as I do, a couple of player hold towels up around the guy, and he just goes ahead and has a squirt. I don't know what sort of container he goes in.
But they're not peeing their pants.
But if someone got hit hard enough and they did, do you run into the locker room and get a new pair of trousers?
Probably.
You know what?
Trousers.
I don't know if a football player would run into the locker room to get a new pair of trousers.
Has anybody seen my football slacks?
What are you? You're not a man. I can tell you that.
I have the Sansa belts.
Remember those Sansa shorts that the coaches used to wear all the time?
I had like 10 pair.
Did you really?
I loved all shoplifted. And I tell you what, I love those shorts more than life.
You could wear them sans a belt.
You sure could.
One of our friends had an incident.
Coaching shorts.
In which he had fluish symptoms and they were wearing their white football pants.
He didn't look fluish.
Thank you. That was very helpful. And that was a problem. But
did he go inside and change his trousers?
I think he eventually did. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Football slacks, were they okay?
Well,
you can't. That's a biohazard.
in a dappled sort of way. Yeah. All right.
The door that saved Kate Winslet's character Rose in the movie Titanic.
Hello, Winslet.
Has sold for nearly $720,000 at auction.
Whoa.
Now,
That's ridiculous.
If you get that, do you float it?
No, you hang it on your wall.
Oh. Sure. Planet Hollywood style.
According to the Hollywood Reporter, the famed balsa wood door brought in the highest amount during the Heritage Auction's Treasures from Planet Hollywood event. Winslet's chiffon dress that she wore during the film's final act sold for $125,000. Iconic props like Indiana Jones' bullwhip from Temple of Doom, $525,000.
How do they know this isn't just another one?
They know.
Well, because there's a certificate.
That's right. You can't fake a certificate.
No.
Jack
you can't do that with a printer and a pen.
Jack Nicholson's axe from The Shining.
Whoa.
Also part of the auction, went for a cool $125,000.
They're also from The Shining selling Shelley Duvall's Sanity.
Yeah.
Since
totally
Kubrick drove her literally insane.
I don't like that. The older I get, the less I like that movie.
It's just,
really.
as Stephen King once said, it's just to hurt people.
Yeah. Yes. There's no reason to watch that movie.
Completely joyless.
Yes.
It's a masterpiece in a way, but it is joyless.
Well, it's not supposed to be a joyful film.
Well, it's not supposed to be miserable.
There are horror movies out there that are
joyful.
Wow, that was great.
Yeah, I mean, they don't ruin your day
for weeks afterward.
A The shaving cream can from Jurassic Park went for a cool $250,000.
I don't even remember that.
Dennis Nedry is trying to smuggle it off the island.
Oh, that's right. The amber, right?
What about Bill Murray's Red Rose bowling ball from Kingpin? What would you pay for that?
I still have never seen Kingpin.
I haven't either.
I mean, you must hate laughter.
$350,000. Where do people have
Now, would
all
you
this
bowl
money?
with that, or would you?
No,
I wouldn't. I'd be on display, but he did. Yeah,
you'd spend a lot of time going.
Ernie McCracken.
Let me show you something. Guess what that is?
That'd be like an etching.
I'm excited for you to eventually watch it, chick.
Well, this is a taxidermied air bud sold for $1,200.
Wow, that's cheap.
No, it didn't. He totally.
You mean
made
one of
that
the one of the stand-in airbuds?
No,
I just made that
for the long shots.
The thong from Showgirls, 99 cents.
Oh wow,
that is a game worn too. That is.
Speaking of joyless, how about? I've never seen a woman as sexless. Is that the word I want?
Sure.
And Elizabeth Berkley.
Hey.
I disagree. I thought she was hot in that movie.
I can't. Yeah, and the pool scene where she's whipping her head back and some sort of seizure. I liked it. Okay, I really liked it.
New research out there reveals astronauts have a surprising ability to know how far they fly in space.
What?
Thank you. Scientists studied a dozen astronauts aboard the International Space Station, where people move like they are flying due to microgravity.
So they know how much to push off, and because they can tell. They
were astounded to find that astronauts were able to adapt quickly to changes, orient themselves in space, and gauge distance traveled while free from the pull of gravity.
So let's say you're in a pool,
yes,
and there's a pool noodle in the middle that you want to get to, and you're by the wall. You kind of know how much to kick off the wall to get to that pool noodle.
That's a great analogy. This seems beyond obvious.
Oh.
Wasn't like, well, hey, we got on the International Space Station. The first thing I did was I pushed off the wall and got a concussion because I went flying across the room.
Yeah, you probably do adapt.
I mean, you're going to kind of tentatively in the beginning give it a light shove.
Study leader Lawrence Harris said, quote, humans are surprisingly able to compensate adequately for the lack of an Earth normal environment using their vision. Well, duh.
No kidding.
You mean more pearls of wisdom from Larry Harris?
I thought they were using their asses.
There is a pucker factor. Your ass will tell you.
Do you think there's a gas propulsion factor?
No, I doubt it.
You don't?
Somebody's getting serious.
Is that below your level of discourse?
I'd rather not participate in this conversation.
So you're suggesting that from the physics standpoint, let's see, what's the word here?
If you fart in space,
the expulsion of your flatulence would be such that it would move you in space?
Even a millimeter. Will it move you a little bit?
I tell you, it'll move the two Russian guys next to you. Vladimir El Stinko.
I bet it would, wouldn't it?
I don't know. I don't know.
Be like a little rudder?
Like a Revtro rocket?
Yeah.
A recto rocket would be? Well, that's interesting to know.
Researchers have named a newly identified prehistoric amphibian after Kermit the Frog.
Hi-ho.
Scientists uncovered the fossilized skull of a 270 million year old ancient amphibian ancestor in a collection of the Smithsonian's National Museum of Natural History.
Check what's green and smells like ham.
Kermit the Frog's finger.
They described the fossil.
That's a third base Miss Piggy joke.
Yeah,
it sure is.
They described the fossil as a species of proto-amphibian, which they named Kermitops gratus in honor of the iconic Muppet. The name is also a play on the creature's cartoonishly wide face. The species was described in a study, if you're interested, in the Zoological Journal of the Linnean Society.
Does Kermit have a wide face?
It's wrong. The creature's name is derived from a mashup of the words Kermit and the Greek suffix oops, which means face, or ops, which means face.
Huh.
Interesting.
Kermit the Frog.
I love Kermit.
Sure, who doesn't?
There was a time, but...
You don't like Kermit now?
I put away childish things.
Oh, did you? When?
Just last week.
I'm looking at your little array of toys in front of you.
Don't you love when Kermit would introduce an act on the Muppet Show, and then he would go berserk, and his little arms would flail. And
that was funny.
you heartless Muppet
Daffy.
hater.
There's Daffy staring at Tom. You see Daffy?
You're a fun killer.
Well, could we get something light to end this particular hunk?
What about Rolf the dog? Rolf the dog.
Love.
I liked him.
He was the first one.
Something light. How about maple syrup? Everybody loves maple syrup, right?
Some people like it in their butt.
This story makes me angry.
A university in southern New Jersey is championing an effort to make maple syrup from the state's trees.
Well,
Stockton University is in its fourth year of producing syrup from 300 acres of red maples, which are common to southern New Jersey and have half as much sugar as the maples of Vermont.
What's wrong with this, Tom? Why is
The effort aims
Wait till you hear.
to determine whether New Jersey can generate a viable syrup industry. Judith Vogel, director of the Stockton Maple Project, said you should never tell a New Jerseyan it can't be done because we live for the challenge. The project is backed by $1 million in grants from the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
So when you pay your taxes, know that you're helping support 80 gallons of maple syrup.
The general rule of thumb, it takes about 40 gallons of sap from sugar maples of Vermont to make 1 gallon of syrup.
You know what the problem is in New Jersey? You're not allowed to tap your own tree. You have to sit there while somebody else taps it.
Sure.
For red maples, you need at least 60 gallons of sap because more water needs to be removed in the process of making the syrup from the ones in New Jersey. So there you have it.
Here's the stat. In New Jersey, they produced just over 1,800 gallons of syrup worth $88,000. Now, they're spending $1 million to do this. By the way,
stepping over a dime to grab a nickel, huh?
Yeah, and in Vermont, $105 million worth of syrup.
Okay.
So they're trying to create an industry that there's no demand for it. So they're just pissing away your money.
Okay.
I thought if you tapped a tree in New Jersey, it made hair gel for the jackasses on that TV show. What was it, Jim?
Jersey Shore.
GTL, Jim Tan Laundry.
Yeah, okay. Is that guy out of prison yet?
And you know how I feel about maple syrup. The faker, the better.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That real organic, straight from the tree, not good. Give me a Buttersworth any day.
Really?
Yes. So much faker and better.
Really?
I like the faker stuff.
Yeah. And you put it on what?
I like my typically pancakes and waffles and French toast.
No kidding.
And fried chicken. And
You're a rebel.
I like my syrup like I like my orgasms. Fake. And sticky.
Well, thank you very much. It's time now to tell you this. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about therapy and the importance of helping yourself out. And what's really interesting about BetterHelp is they have discovered and revealed a way to access therapy that's simple and yet perfect, because the therapy itself is done online. The way it works is you fill out a questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist. At last count, more than 35,000 therapists are participating in this program. You get yourself matched with one. And by the way, if that doesn't work out, you can switch therapists anytime, no additional charge. But the key to this is the therapy is done online. So you can do it with the camera on, the camera off. You can do it texting back and forth, whatever works for you. It's all about fitting some important therapy into your life by making sure that it's flexible and easy for you to access. That's the beauty of BetterHelp. See what I'm talking about? Learn to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. That's /BT Show part. Once again, it's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Find out what is important to you and what makes you happy with BetterHelp. This part of the Bob and Tom Show, of course, brought to you by BetterHelp. Coming up, we are going to educate you in the past. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue.
Okay. Hey, Peter.
Hey, Bob. What are you doing out here?
Same thing you're doing. Got a light?
Smoking, we are smoking in front of the building. Oh, we are smoking in front
met a girl from another office. She's a smoker, just like me. Now we're dating, and we're smoking. We're smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and we smell like we've been camping. It could be raining, it could be snowing, but we're smoking in front of the building. Hacking, wheezing, barely breathing, choking, croaking. We love smoking.
I never was a smoker until I looked outside. They were smoking while I was working. So now I'm smoking in front of the building.
We are smoking in front of the building, and the ashtrays are overflowing. We are smoking instead of working. We are smoking in front of the building. We are smoking in front of the building. We are standing, we are talking, but mostly we are smoking. We are smoking in front of the building. Smoking in front of the building. Smoking.
Oh, God.
In front of the building.
Beautifully done.
Where was the end?
Screw it.
Bravo.
Oh, ow. Oh, back.
Oh, hey, Josh. What's wrong?
My back is sore, my legs.
What's in your shoe?
Nothing. I mean, here, look, nothing.
Joshua, you have to have proper support. Orange insoles.
Orange insoles, you say?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, I see them.
Look at this. They're great.
Yeah. Orange insoles. I'll give them a shot.
Great. See you later, buddy.
Give it a... Yippee! I can mow and dance while I do it. Ha! No more pain. Thank you, orange insoles.
Josh, did you get orange insoles?
Jessica, I sure did. Thanks to orange insoles, I feel great.
Terrific. See you later.
Orange insoles. Feel better, do more.
Hey, hi, it's Tom from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Boy magazine, a move which critics said severely tarnished her image and marketability. Men throughout the world were outraged. If Katerina were going to pose nude, why had she not done it in 1988 when we were all fascinated by what she must look like without clothing?
Yeah.
To wait 10 years after her physical prime, when we had all clearly moved on to Nancy Kerrigan, was a slap in the face to male fans everywhere and goes against the very spirit of the Olympic Games.
Yes.
Hello, Michelle Kwan, are you listening?
This has been another Bob and Tom Olympic moment in history.
Hey, this is Frank Caliendo, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have a...
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money
but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart. I know this girl, middle of the date, I swear to God. And she goes, you know what turns me on? I go, what? And she said, black guys. Which I really found discouraging. Because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, you're black, right? No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
What'd you do, dog?
So I screwed up. You know how too many times I say the wrong thing?
Yeah. Right.
Well, Kathy's into this mail order stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
She's into this big time. I came home the other day. There was a case of breast enlargement cream on the kitchen table.
There was? Breast enlargement cream?
Yeah, sitting right there on the table. I said, what the hell is this for? She said she rubs it on her breasts. They get bigger. I said, just use toilet paper. It's been working on your butt for 8 years.
Oh, that was a beautiful.
Essential morning radio. All day and all night.
Some like bud, some like Schlitz, but for me,
Bob and Tom.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee, Josh Arnold,
Chick,
Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick, and here's Tommy.
Quiz time?
Yes, sir. Go, baby, go.
What is the word of the day?
Mouth.
Mouth, baby, mouth.
Mouth. Should we do a word of the day every day? Should we make that a new
Yeah, why not?
Well, and then when we say the word of the day, the duck will come down and give you $100.
That's the secret
That's
word.
going to be...
Well, should we all pick a word every day and not tell anybody until somebody says it?
No.
Oh, no. Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
No?
No, but we'll pick out a word that's...
Like on Pee-wee?
Yeah, Pee-wee's Playhouse would do that.
Oh, like on Groucho, you bet your life. Groucho Marx.
Well, it's time now to learn a little bit of something about the world.
Oh.
With our little segment known as...
Today in history, here's Tom.
March 26th.
Yep, sure is.
Birthdays for you that suffered through English class. Robert Frost, 1874.
A snowy evening in the woods. It's my death.
That was a four-way stop in the woods.
How do you think that's? What do you think that's all about?
Whose horse this is? I think I know. All women are in the village, so my little horse must think me queer to mount him back here.
Mount him right back here.
Wow. A frosted bob. Wouldn't that be a nice hairdo for you, Christy? The bob, isn't that a thing?
Oh, yeah, bob is a thing.
Okay, all right.
I'd like to frost.
I've had one.
I read his one volume, Poetry Less Read. 1911, the birthday of Tennessee Williams. Of course, the only other Tennessee, I think, was Ernie Ford.
Yeah, sure. Tennessee Ernie Ford, Tennessee Williams. They would not have had a lot to talk about.
Yeah, probably not. Yeah.
You're what?
Oh, bless your pea-picking heart. Okay. You're a what?
He gave himself a pep talk every morning. You're the only 10 I see. Good-looking fella you are.
Is that a lie? That sounds like a line you used on someone.
Well, if their name was Tennessee.
You're the only 10 I see.
Let's see. Leonard Nimoy, born in this date in 1931.
Wooden portrayal of everything he's ever touched.
It's not a bad actor or a director either.
I saw a lady at Kroger with Spock ears the other day. Did I tell you about that?
On purpose?
Like fake, or she had pointy ears?
No, I think she had them. I think they were fake, but she made them look real, if you know what I mean.
Surgically, they were made?
I don't think they were surgically.
You know how we do these things. Yes, Christy, that's interesting.
No, I'm dead serious.
Did you point to her and say, look at those Vulcan things?
No, but.
Oh, nice. Mm-hmm. That got nothing from you.
It freaked me out.
It's very funny.
I was like, you can't surgically get that done, can you?
Sure.
I bet they.
It's my ears.
Wow.
I could make my ears look like little elves if I wanted.
You see those guys that have those broom-sized handles in them?
Yeah, I've seen those.
What are those called?
Gauges.
Gauges. Yeah.
And the rings. I don't know about the broom. I don't worry about a broom into
Yeah, you walk around with a broom.
You never saw a carpenter that put his pencil in his ear? Those guys can put heavier tools there.
Yeah. Ratchet.
Yeah.
I had a crowbar going hanging from my ear. What do you think I did this thing? What do you think I...
Socket wrench.
Time now for things we learned today on the show.
What's where the hammer hook goes?
Yes.
Pat Godwin under the weather today. It's been a while since he's missed.
Yeah, I know.
Tom hates cheese balls. Hates them.
We'll leave a party.
Yes. In a huff. Christy's female friend calls it a coochie board instead of charcuterie board.
Yeah.
Shohei wouldn't need an interpreter if he played baseball in Japan because they all speak Japanese.
That's right.
Primarily, yeah.
Primarily.
Yeah.
But Tom contends this interpreter is around.
When he was in high
best
school,
buddy.
it was like his best friend in high school.
This
He's
guy,
got a whole new. Here we go.
He's been working with this guy since he was in the minors. So I mean, this
When he
guy's
didn't need
How
an
do you
interpreter.
know that?
because I read.
I don't think that's. You heard some sport talk.
I'm crazy.
Shock G. Tom remembers writing checks at his wedding.
That is a sad thing.
As opposed to dancing, laughing, and falling in love again. Didn't do that.
I honestly think I had to pay the cake guy right there.
Oh.
I remember the cake incident. He was not leaving until you gave him money. Yeah, I
Are you
remember that.
serious?
I always assumed you prepaid for all
You
that
do
stuff.
normally.
I was busy.
Or you
Christy
fell
Lee.
for it. Hey, I never got paid for that.
Christy Lee ordered a tall coconut milk latte. However, she got a venti green unsweetened iced tea, and Mark felt ashamed.
That's strike two, Mark. Next one, and you're out of here.
That's right. Josh does not ever need to ask for a doggy bag when the meal is over.
Wait a minute.
As Tom would say, he always at least eats 15/15 of the meal.
Oh, that's right. Yes, yeah. No,
that was before he sends it back.
We know somebody who apparently is real guilty of that, though.
Oh, they eat half of it, then send it back.
I'll change her gender, Mr. Pat.
Is that right? I'm not paying for this.
Okay, well, thank you very much.
Ants really can ruin a picnic.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, they'll carry that basket away.
Really cool world record I'm excited about for tomorrow. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look